All right, fuck it. What's up? What's up? What's up? I don't know. They started early. I don't know what's going on. They started early. I appreciate you joining me. Welcome to Blunt Politics. I'm Boston Brian. But the fascist rally is already beginning. Here we go. Hold on. We'll jump right into it. Jump right into it. I don't know why the hell it started so early. It wasn't supposed to start till 5. They've already had a bunch of speakers. Here we go.
He is so pissed off about what they did to him. And you know, he's thinking it, but I'm going to say it. Identity politics never works in America. When you select somebody on the basis of their race and their gender, it always ends up being a disaster. And I'm actually talking about Tim Walz this time, by the way. It goes both ways. So listen up, guys. Last year, I became the youngest person.
First thing I noticed about this is a lot of empty seats. A lot of empty seats here.
Person ever to run for U.S. president as a Republican. And thank you. I appreciate that. And I'll tell you
hit the like
something
button.
about
So
my
people know we're here early.
We're
early, so
We
make
are
sure people hit the like button. Hello, Sarah from Delaware.
Than ourselves. Yet we can't even answer what it means to be an American today. We're in the middle of a national identity crisis. Faith in God, patriotism, hard work, family. These things have disappeared only to be replaced by wokeism and transgenderism, climatism, COVIDism, depression, anxiety, fentanyl, suicide. These are symptoms of a deeper void of purpose and meaning in our country. And right now, we need to step up and fill that void with our own vision. Answer, what does it mean to be an American in the year 2024? It means we believe in the ideals of 1776. It means we believe in merit, that the best person gets the job regardless of their skin color, that you get ahead in this country, not on the color of your skin, but on the content of your character and your contributions. That's why we're done with the woke DEI agenda. Bringing in meritocracy to America. It means we.
All right, so they're bringing out all the I'll wait till somebody goes on that we don't care about, and I'll show you a couple clips from Twitter where they're already calling this themselves a Nazi rally. So, I mean, obviously, there's no reason why we shouldn't be calling it the same thing.
Believe in the rule of law, and I say this as the kid of legal immigrants to this country. That means your first act of entering this country cannot break the law. And that is why if we've had the largest influx of illegals into this country in American history, we will have the largest mass deportation in American history.
Listen, they're only calling themselves out right now. They're only spray painting that, spray paint that glows in the dark. Like, they'll be the ones at the paintball range or the laser tag range where it's in the green, like the black light. And they'll be the assholes that just can spray paint their whole body with the neon paint that glows in the light, so we can recognize them. Anybody that speaks here, anybody you see in the crowd, now you can recognize them as fascists. You can recognize them as either fascist sympathizers or fascists themselves.
That is not racist or xenophobic. That is what it means to stand.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Twitch. I tried to get it up live a couple times. It's not working. So if anybody was trying to watch on Twitch, I apologize. I'll see what I can do.
For the rule of law in the United States of America. It means we believe in self-governance, that the people we elect to run the government, for God's sake, ought to be the ones who actually run the government, not unelected bureaucrats in the deep state that are running the show today. So you want another mass deportation? Let's get 3 million federal bureaucrats out of the DC bureaucracy. That's the mass deportation that saves the country. What does it mean to be American? It means we have elections we can trust and believe in, and that means single-day voting on Election Day as a national holiday with paper ballots and government-issued ID to match the voter file. That's how we save the country after we win it this time by voting early. These are not black ideas or white ideas. They are American ideals that set this country into motion. We're in a war to revive them, and right now we need the commander-in-chief who will lead us to victory. That is your next president, Donald J. Trump.
I'm going to try not to stop this too much so we're not fucking here all night.
Vote Trump. If you want to restore
Let me
law
know
and
if you can
order
hear
in this
me
country,
over them.
vote Trump.
I'm gonna turn
If you
them
want to
down a
grow
little
the
bit.
economy,
Oh, not that much.
vote Trump. If you want to revive national pride in this country, vote Trump. If
How's
you want
that?
to stay out of World War III in
How's
this
that?
country,
Give me a thumbs up if
vote
you can still hear
Trump.
me over these
If you want to
assholes.
make America great again, vote Trump. I'm going to give you one more reason to vote Trump, and it's this. It's the one the media in the back, they won't talk about this. But they know it to be true. Donald Trump is actually the president who will unite this country, actually. And we don't talk about that enough. America First includes all Americans.
Get your
regardless
ivermectin,
of their
people.
race,
Get your
their
ivermectin.
gender, or their sexual orientation. Our message to Black Americans tonight is this. We want you, what we want for every American. Safe neighborhoods, good jobs, clean streets. A country where you
Make sure you guys are
judged
sharing this out because
based
I know
on
I'm
the
early. It was
content
supposed
of
to be
your
7 to
character,
7:30,
not
but
the
they,
color of your
I don't know what
skin
the fuck happened. They
or your
started 2 hours
political
early or something.
beliefs. That's the America we know.
I know this is going to be
Our
nuts.
message to
Every
gay
single bit of this is
Americans
going to be
tonight
nuts.
is this. You're free to marry who you want, if you want, without the government standing in your way. But that doesn't mean that boys get to compete with girls in girls' sports, or you do genital mutilation and chemical castration on our children.
Where is that happening?
Our message to every legal immigrant in this country is this. You're like my parents. But our message to every illegal immigrant, if you came legally, you get the same American dream that everybody else does. Work hard, get ahead, make contributions to this country, love the nation, and that's our message to legal immigrants. But our message to every illegal immigrant is also this. We will return you to your country of origin. Not because you're all bad people, but because you broke the law. And the United States of America is founded on the rule of law. Our message to my generation, the millennials, is this. You were sold a false bill of goods. You were told you become a gender studies major in California. Somehow that gets you a head start on the American dream when it hasn't worked out that way. Dead on your shoulders. The Iraq and Afghanistan wars. Yes, it's true you were lied to. But we can't just be cynical about our country because this is still the last best hope that we have in the free world. And our message to Gen Z is this. You're going to be the generation that saves the country. You want to be a rebel, 18 years old, stand up on your college campus and call yourself a conservative. Be proud of it. Say you want to get married, have kids, raise a family, and have a good job. That's how we win in America. We don't have to be this nation in decline. We are still on our way up. We're still that country where we will look our children in the eye and mean it when we tell them, you get ahead in the United States with your own hard work, your own commitment, your own dedication, and that you know what? You are free to speak your mind at every step of the way. That is the American dream. That is what we are running to.
Lots of empty
and that is
seats
what we
on
get
here.
when we send Donald Trump back to the White House this November. Thank you. God bless
Definitely
you
on top.
and the great state of New York. And may God bless our United States of America. Thank you. God bless. Thank you.
Go fuck
guys.
yourself. Conservative jams. I don't know if that's copyright music, so I'll turn that down for now. I mean, they're just bringing out the worst. Let's check out here. Can we see? Is it a full house? What are we looking at? Obviously, the bottom is. Lots of people coming from all parts of the country for this fucking shit. Who's next?
Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard. So, yeah, I don't give a fuck about her. So, I'll let you check this out. Here you go. Ready? Here's just one of the assholes that we missed.
Party last night. We had fun.
Well, let me
carved
put it in
water. All right. Heck yeah. It's a cool black guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that? A lampshade? Look at this guy. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I'm just kidding. That's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun. We carved watermelons together. It was awesome. All right.
Yeah, that's racism.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
that's a
Black guy with
racist
thing
joke.
on
If you
his
didn't
head.
catch
What the
that
hell
one,
is that?
if you
A
didn't,
lampshade?
if you didn't quite catch that one, that's what they call a racist joke. Fucking idiot. Now, there was another one here. Let me see if I can find it. Where the guy just straight up calls himself a Nazi. See if I can find it here. Can't be far away. Look at all the right-wing bullshit you gotta sift through this hell. Give that a like. Come on. Who had it up there? I forget. I couldn't even type it in if I had to. There's a lot going on up. There's literally floating on an island. Oh, here we go. Here's one we missed.
In the middle of the ocean.
A
lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there.
No laughs.
I don't follow
Zero
the
laughs.
national anthem, everybody.
Zero fucking laughs on that one. And that's what the right wing or Republicans consider comedy there. Sugar pie. Went too far. Let me see if I can type it in. It should be literally the first thing that you see on this thing. Let me see. Type it in. Where do you type it? Oh, back. Where the hell does he say it? I'm going to do this. I guarantee Alex might have it. Tulsi's still speaking. We don't care about Tulsi Gabbard. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ready? Oh, let me make it bigger for you guys. Let me make it bigger. We'll put a play at the beginning. Get your ears on. Get your ears ready. Right? Get your ears on. Here we go.
Listen to me from Jerusalem. They really do this. Like all of you, listen to me, all of you. I get back and they go, Sid, you want to speak at this MSG thing? I go, sure. Out of character for me to speak at a Nazi rally. I was just in Israel, but I took the gig. Listen to me from Jerusalem. They really do this. Like all of you, listen to me, all of you. I get back and they go, Sid, you want to speak at this MSG thing? I go, sure. Out of character for me to speak at a Nazi rally. I was just in Israel, but I took the gig.
All right. Anybody have any questions, class? Any questions? Do we have any questions in the chat? Honestly, couldn't tell you who that was. Could not tell you who that was. Not a fucking clue. And somehow he's playing again. Let me get him out of here. I do not have a clue who that was. All right, let's go back to see what the traitor is saying.
And who has demonstrated already that he has the courage and strength to stand up and fight for peace.
I'm telling you.
I mean,
and everybody's like, well, why are you calling them fascists? I don't have to. They called themselves, remember when they called themselves terrorists?
Our borders,
CPAC or whatever it was?
A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for secure borders and safe communities and a confidence that he will seek out those who seek to do us harm and get them out. A vote for Kamala Harris is a vote for economic hardship, high cost of living, poverty, and homelessness. And a vote for Donald Trump is a vote for economic prosperity and opportunity for every single one of us as Americans. A vote for Kamala Harris is a vote for censorship and a complete erosion of our fundamental and constitutional rights and freedoms. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for someone who will defend freedom and every one of our...
Just in case anybody new is watching, zero of these things that she's saying is true. Not a single thing, not a sentence that she's saying is true. Just throwing that out there.
History will look back on us at this moment for the choice that we make. Did we choose war or peace? Did we choose poverty or prosperity? Did we choose censorship or freedom? Our freedom and our future is in our hands. We have just a few days left to complete this no-fail mission that we have before us to save our country. Nothing short of our future is on the line. So now, just as we've gathered here today in this historic place and this historic time, we will gather together all across this country, people of every race, ethnicity, religion, and creed, to stand together and defend our freedom and ensure our right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Make sure you guys are sharing it out. Everybody knows that we're on early. Hopefully everybody got the bell, the alert.
Now is the time for us to send Donald Trump back to the White House to be the 47th president of the United States, where we can stand together and make America great again.
Weak, low energy.
Thank you so much. Let's get it done. Aloha.
Weak. Mahalo. Adam's not going to like that. Is Adam here? I know Adam's not going to like that one. Hold on. Christ, I'm going to keep forgetting to do that. I know I am. I'm going to have to do that. OG Adam is here. Uh-oh, he's not going to like that. I know he doesn't. Right? So who's next? Let's see. Are they still playing music? Like I said, I apologize that I'm on early. I know I said 7:30. It was supposed to start at 5 o'clock. They literally had, I don't know how many speakers already before 4:30. So it clearly started about 2 hours early. So that's why I'm on so early. I didn't mean to mislead you about the time. I didn't mean to mix anybody up. I do apologize. Let's see who's next. Christ, I keep forgetting to do it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Can I listen to it?
Thank you.
All right. Don't. It wasn't that long that I was playing that. No strikes. No strikes.
Thank you.
Hey, Philly. What's up, dude? Yes, correct. Correct. Correct.
Thank you. A lot of people ask me why I left the Democratic Party. And I say, I don't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me.
Fuck you. We didn't leave you. We gave you the boot,
This is not
motherfucker.
the party anymore of Martin Luther King, of Robert Kennedy, of John Kennedy. That was the party of peace. It was the party of constitutional rights, of civil rights, of freedom of speech. It was the party that wanted to protect and nurture the middle class.
Still do.
It was the party that stood up to censorship, to surveillance, that stood up to the CIA, to the military complex, military-industrial complex. And it was the party that wanted to protect public health.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
And
Still
women's
is.
sports.
What? Where'd that come from?
My uncle, Ted Kennedy, wrote Title IX, which protected
Awesome.
women's sports in college.
How? Explain.
It was the party that believed in voting rights and fought for the right of every American to vote for the person of their choice.
Correct. Literally the campaign
Today's
slogan,
Democratic
probably
Party
for Kamala
is the
Harris.
party
Thank you.
of war. It's the party of the CIA. You
No,
had
there's just
Kamala
wars
Harris
going on.
giving a speech at the Democratic Convention that was written by neocons. It was belligerent, pugnacious. That talked about the domination of the world by the United States through our weapons of war.
What?
It's the party today that wants to divide Americans. It's the party that is dismantling women's sports by letting men
Oh, yeah.
play women's
Yep.
sports.
Because that's a fucking, that's happening just it's a rabid problem.
It's the party of Wall
Thank you,
Street.
Deanne.
It's the party of Bill
Appreciate
Gates,
it.
who just gave $50 million to Kamala Harris. It's the party, and that the
They know
Harris
what's up.
campaign is very proud that it received the endorsement of 50 former CIA agents and officers,
Yep.
and of John Bolton,
Well,
and
we'll
of
take
Dick
it.
Cheney.
We'll take it.
These are the people that gave us the war in Iraq, the worst foreign policy catastrophe that's ever happened to this country.
Well, Dick
These
Cheney
are the people
sucks,
that gave
right?
us the Patriot Act.
But it just goes to
and
show
launched
how bad Donald Trump is that he would
the
come out for Kamala
surveillance
Harris.
state.
I think that's the point of it.
These
Not
are the people that are
it's
trying
not
to
like we're accepting
undermine
him.
voting rights in this country by weaponizing the federal agencies against political candidates, including me and Donald Trump and all other political candidates. They can't win an election. And instead of bringing in a candidate who wins the primaries, abolish the primaries, and then pick two candidates, anointed them without receiving votes. We don't even know how Kamala Harris received the nomination.
I'll check it out.
And this is the party of Wall Street, of big banks,
How do I get
big data,
Twitch working?
of big tech, of the military contractors, and the parties of big pharma, big ag, big food, and big chemicals. Is the party that's given us the sickest children in the history of the world. When my uncle was president, 6% of Americans had chronic disease, and we spent zero on chronic disease in this country. Today, 60% of Americans.
Anybody have any idea why I wouldn't be allowed to go on Twitch, or I'm not able to go on Twitch, I should say? Go live on Twitch right now? What I could do to change that? Anybody? Appreciate it.
Boys cannot qualify for military service because of chronic disease diagnoses. This is existential for our country. President Trump called me 3 hours after his
You're
shooting.
awesome.
He said, would I come and sit down with them? And he said to me during that meeting, he said, there are some things that we can agree on and some we disagree on.
Oh, you
The
think they maybe not letting this go
landscapes
lot?
in
No,
which
that
we
wouldn't make
agree
much
are
sense,
so
would
much
it?
larger. He said, I want to end the wars.
I did text Hal. I let him know. But it's like I said, it's 2 hours earlier than I said it was going to be. So I'm sure he had planned around that
I want to end this
time frame, you know?
surveillance and
So
censorship.
no worries. I said if he can, he can. If not,
I
no
want
worries.
to protect the Constitution.
I apologize to everybody. I'm sorry.
I
I
want to
didn't
protect
ask them to
freedom of
start early.
speech.
I didn't. I thought I would have time to
I
shower
want
and
to end the surveillance.
get some.
I want to
Something.
end the weaponization of government against American politicians.
Yeah, Peter, that's what I mean. Twitch is more lax
And
than
I
YouTube,
want
so I don't know
to end
why.
the chronic
I mean,
disease epidemic.
I tried maybe changing the title of it. I took out fascist and tried
How?
that, and it still didn't work.
Don't you think
It says an error
that we
occurred. Wait a
deserve
moment, then
president
try
in this
again.
country who's going to restore the moral authority of the United States of America? Don't
Sorry,
you
I
think
don't
that
know.
we deserve a president who's going to end the warfare state and rebuild the middle class?
What's up, Nick? Hi, Patricia.
Oh, you want a president?
Hi, Kathleen.
Who's gonna
Hi,
put
Ivy.
America first.
What's up, Mary? Hi, Tiff.
Don't you want a president
David.
who's going to
What's up,
protect
dude?
our children? And who's going to protect
Ichabod.
women's sports?
Hi, Barbara. Big dog.
And who's going to stop dividing this country along racial lines?
I don't know what to do
And
about
don't
the
you want
Twitch
a
situation.
president
I don't know what else I could do.
Who's going to end the corruption
Otherwise, I'd have to
the
stop the
federal
whole stream and
agencies?
start over again.
At FDA, at NIH, at CDC, and
I'm
at the
sorry.
CIA?
Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Ice
And
says.
don't you
What's up,
want a
James?
president who's going to make America healthy again?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And don't you
Ugh.
want a president who's going to make America great again?
Look at what's next to him. Look at the
And we need to go to
fairwoodbrothers.com
the polls on
shit
November
next to him.
5th and vote for Donald Trump. God bless you and God bless America.
Oh, this can't be fucking real. JD, make unreal. You got a headache? Here's some ivermectin. Hey, Peggy. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Oh, shit. Fucking. God damn it. Never going to remember to do that. Never. Just so stupid. Well, I wonder how many people have actually spoken. I think it's been like at least, I'd say probably 10, 15-ish out of 30. So there's probably still about 15 to go. Let me see. Oh, fuck. What? Oh, no. It's Tucker. Uh-oh. It's Tucker. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hide your kids. Hide your children. Hide your daughter. Here we go. Do your Twitch.
I saw the Grateful Dead in this arena in 1987. I was seated right there. How
do I do that while I'm on stream? I mean, how do I do that while I'm live?
It's such an honor to be here, and it's wild. Just another day following Bobby Kennedy Jr. at a Donald Trump rally in Madison Square Garden. I mean, what?
Fucking gross. I thought we were going to at least go a minute or two into it without having to hear that disgusting, like, squeak.
And there's Bobby Kennedy calling to protect women's sports at a Trump rally. It's a realignment. It's unbelievable. And the fact that it's here is even sweeter. Imagine if you're, and just pause for one moment. Imagine you're Donald Trump. You're from New York City. You become famous in New York City. You make your fortune in New York City. And all of a sudden,
you lose all your money in New York City.
They're going to destroy you because they don't like your politics. And so yeah, boo. Imagine if that were you, though. And they try and take everything that you have.
It's more because he was Jeffrey Epstein's best friend for 20 years and stole top secret documents. Talks about wanting to bang his daughter. Failed in pretty much every company he's ever tried to start. Swindled and didn't pay companies, and I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with that a little bit.
And you approach the door, and there's the bouncer, like, you're not allowed in here. But from behind the bouncer, you hear the cheers of your friend. Come on in. And the bouncer hangs his head in shame.
What
he's embarrassed
the
that
fuck?
he's
all
working for the
hopped
man
up, huh?
trying to keep the most popular person out of the bar. And that's Donald Trump back in the city that produced him with no embarrassment at all, in a room full of his friends. The stones that takes, the bravery that takes is incredible. Donald Trump's going to win. He's going to win.
He's just not going to win. He's just not going to win.
Why is Donald Trump going to win? The people he's about to defeat have no idea. And they're panicked. They have no idea why people like Donald Trump.
Correct.
First theory was, well, Donald Trump is evil, so half the country's evil also. And that's one of the reasons they spent the last 4 years trying to destroy the country, because they're mad at its voters for liking Donald Trump. How much easier would it have been just to pause for 20 minutes and ask yourself honestly in some silent place, why do people like Donald Trump? And if they had been honest enough to ask themselves that question, they would have come up with the two main reasons, and here's what they are.
Hit me.
The first reason that people like Donald Trump is because he likes them. That's I don't care how many times Kamala Harris would tell me.
What's number two? That's awesome. That's
I saw her
fucking
kiss
great.
her husband with a mask on.
Whoa.
Her version of love.
That's not me. That's not me.
10 years telling you Trump is a hater. Do you feel that on him? No, you don't. because it's not there. I've spent a lot of time with Trump.
What's number 2?
And there's not one moment I've ever been with him off camera where he's spending his time grousing about people he hates.
Grousing?
Never.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
He's talking about the people and the country he loves.
He's never
in his
complained.
private time. Trust me.
Sure,
And
yeah,
people
we trust
know
you.
in a country that has been taken over by a leadership class that actually despises them and their values and their history and their culture and their customs, really hates them to the point that it's trying to replace them.
Ooh, replacement theory already. Here we
Someone
go.
who actually
Here we
has
go.
affection.
There's a replacement theory. High five. If you had that in your bingo card, replacement theory reference.
McDonald's and serves fries. Like, he's not faking that at all. That's why that worked.
No, I can't.
Because it's real. That's why. And the second reason that people love Trump, and I put myself in this category, it's why I'm here today,
Here we go.
is because he's liberated us in the deepest and truest sense. And the liberation he has
you can
brought
be
to
more
us is the
racist.
liberation from the obligation
Openly.
to tell lies.
I get it.
Donald Trump has made it possible for the rest of us to tell the truth about the world around
See,
us.
here we go. There it
And
is.
that's the single
There it
most
is.
liberating thing you can do for
What
people.
he thinks is the truth.
If you want to enslave people, if you want to degrade them, force them to tell lies. And they have. They forced us to
Enslave,
lie about
listen to the
everything
language,
at
listen to the
gunpoint,
rhetoric.
effectively. They put people in prison for refusing to lie. And not just the obvious lies that men can become women or Vladimir Putin blew up the Nord Stream pipeline. No, honestly, he did. January 6th was an insurrection. They were unarmed, but it was very insurrection-y. Not even the obvious ones,
No,
but
they
the
did have
big
weapons.
lie. You know what the big lie is? The big lie is that they're impressive. That's what the big lie is.
Huh?
That the people in charge have somehow earned the right to rule over you, and they haven't. And you know that. These are the single most useless people in the United States. They have no skills whatsoever. They've got 3/4 of the money, and they didn't earn it. They set up a system precisely for the purpose.
They set up a system where all the blue states pay for the red states because they don't make enough fucking money and they need more funding because they don't create it themselves, right? So when disasters happen, the money that all the blue states raised and put into, the big pot for it, that helps the red states. That's what we created. That's the system we created. It's weird how we help others like that, right? Stupid us.
Their system would elevate someone like Kamala Harris to a presidential nomination. She's never been accused of doing anything useful. She has precisely no achievements. She's a nominee without getting a single vote. She is a metaphor for the system they created to make themselves rich and powerful. And then they have the gall to lecture you, the people who can actually change a flat tire and repair a power grid, who have useful jobs, who pay your taxes and work 40 hours a week, lecture you that you are somehow immoral. And Donald Trump has empowered the rest of us through mostly just sticking around in the face of their hate and abuse and persecution. He has given the rest of us the right to call BS on the charade. No, you are not better than us. No, you are not smarter than us. No, you do not deserve what you have. You probably stole it. No, you're not going to bully me into silence anymore. And I can promise you at this point,
Probably stole it?
9 days out, when Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Elon Musk and Tulsi Gabbard and pretty much every high school senior and college shorty girl in the country has come out finally say, yeah, I am for Donald Trump, actually. When the entire country has realized there is nothing embarrassing about this, what's embarrassing is to take a perfectly great country and destroy it as
Ooh,
they
here we
have.
go. Here we go.
I'm not ashamed. You should be. At that moment, it's going to be pretty tough for them 10 days from now to look in the eye to America with a straight face.
Is he drunk?
It's going to be pretty hard to look at us and say, you know what? Kamala Harris, she got 85 million votes because she's just so impressive. As the first Samoan, Malaysian, low IQ,
here we go. There we go.
former California prosecutor ever to be elected president. It was just a groundswell of
This is the
popular
most
support.
disgusting
And anyone who thinks otherwise is
rally
just a
yet,
freak or a
easily.
criminal. At this stage of the game, after 9 years of listening to their lies and finding every single one of them totally false, no, it's not safe and effective, and no, she's not impressive. It's very hard for me to believe the rest of us are going to say, you know what, Joe Scarborough, you're right. You're right. She won fair and square because she's just so impressive. I don't think so. And to me, that is liberation. It's the freedom to say what's obviously true as a free man and not a slave. And I just want to say thank you,
Second time
Donald
with the
Trump,
slave
for
reference.
that.
And he's out. Again, happy no references to little girls and spankings. That's I guess we could call that a bright note. Like, that's a good thing, really? I'm not sure. Anyways, some of the most disgusting shit you'll ever hear. And we're just, I think, halfway through this thing. How's everybody doing? I appreciate you joining me. Boston Brian, Blunt Politics here. I'm really sorry it came so early. But that's just what nothing they ever do is on time. It's either early or late or both. Just, I don't understand it. I really don't. Let's see who's next. Nope. Can't listen to it. Let's see. Who's the first to guess who it is? Oh, no, my God. It's Hulk Hogan. Jeepers creepers. All right. Oh, my knee left. Oh, must have a left knee problem here. Here's the Hulkster. Oh, where's the racist rally? Here, am I here? Yeah, here it is. Where do I go to speak racism? In here? Over here? Let me wave this flag here. My knee hurts, though. I had to stop real quick. Oh. Is this the racist rally, Nazi? This is where Nazis live, Nazi rally, Nazi fascist rally. Here, let me hear you. Let me hear the racism. Let me hear you say the N-word. Let me hear you say the N-word. I didn't hear you. N-word. Let me hear N-word. 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 America. Where do I speak now? Hold on. Let me take this off. Oh, here we go. Yep. He can't do it. Please tell me he can't do it. Oh, Hulk, he's struggling. Oh, he still got something under there. He couldn't rip the other one. There you go. What about this one? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Here we, yeah. Yeah. Let me hear racism. Let me hear. There you go. Good racism. Perfect. In the heart, fascist. Let me go. Here we go. Let me speak it now. Hold on. Let me get up here and speak my own shit. Let me see here.
Well, let me tell you something, Trumpomaniacs. Welcome to the house that Hulkamania built. You know something? Usually when I'm in Madison Square Garden, I'm body slamming giants.
He hasn't done that in about fucking 40 years.
People over the heads with steel chairs. And the energy in Madison Square Garden is off the Richter scale. But today,
Huck, I hate to tell you, but the way you were just walking in, buddy, somebody could fucking walk briskly away from you and you would never fucking catch him.
Powerful force in the universe. And today, this is Donald Trump's house, brother.
Steroids. He's out of breath like a motherfucker.
I don't see no stinking Nazis in here.
The guy literally said it probably 6 or 7 speakers ago.
In here, the only thing I see in here are a bunch of hard-working men and women that are real Americans, brother.
that are extremely ignorant and uneducated and have no idea why they would be voting for the guy that just wants to make their lives more difficult, brother.
You know, when I hear my president and our president, Donald Trump, speak, he sounds for real, brother. He sounds like he has a heart of gold.
But he also kind of sounds like a third grader that doesn't pass any of the tests and kind of cheats off the guy next to him and doesn't really know if he's a righty or a lefty, and his handwriting really sucks and doesn't speak real good. Yeah.
Bad actress. You know, Kamala is responsible for the border crisis. And Kamala is also responsible for inflation. And then you know something?
No,
she
on
acts
both.
like she's the victim. And then all of a sudden, she flips, she flops, she spins and turns it around and acts like she's going to be the damn hero. But we all know,
and by hero, I think you mean president.
Is the only man that can fix this country today.
That sounds really authoritarian, really fascist-like. That
As our
sounds like
commander-in-chief,
something fascists would say.
Peace through strength will fix all the problems in the Middle East.
Yeah, okay. How about strength through joy? How about that one? Because that was part of the Nazis' whole scheme too. But you know, go ahead.
Crowds over and over again for over 40 years. And for 40 years, I've always asked the question, what you gonna do?
We're gonna vote for Kamala Harris.
Again, what you gonna do?
Vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
Today, after feeling the energy in this building,
I'm definitely voting for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
And the answer is vote for Trump.
Hell fucking no.
So now,
not a fucking chance.
I got a couple questions for you. What you gonna do about the border invasion?
Should have passed the bill that Trump
What you gonna
killed.
do about inflation?
Pass the bill that Trump fucking
What you
killed.
gonna do about keeping America safe, brother? And what you gonna do about putting God in our homes, in our country, and our schools?
Jesus
So I
Christ,
guess
these people.
we're all on the same page. So I got one final question for you. What you gonna do and who's gonna make America great again?
Kamala fucking Harris.
God bless Donald Trump. He's our next president.
Fuck off, Donald Trump. He's never gonna be in that White House again. I don't know how to do the update here. Oh, this is all mobile. All right, hopefully no music. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. I'm trying to do an update on Twitch. That's pretty gross. Look at him. Let me get. Are you the next racist? Let me get my flag. Hold my boa. Thank you. Appreciate it. Where do I leave? How do I get off this stage? I'm too tired. Hold on. Oh, shit. I'm missing out on this one. Totally. Hold on. What the fuck's wrong with him? Sorry.
Eating the dogs.
Get the fuck off this stage, Hulk. Jesus. Oh, sorry. Just if you don't laugh, it'll make you mad. It'll drive you crazy. It sure will. It sure will. Oh, Charlie. That really hurt. Charlie bit me. All right, who's next?
Dr. Phil McGraw.
Oh, what a lineup this is. How we doing, chat? I don't really care much about Dr. Phil over here. What do you think? I'll say hi to the chat. Let me bring the chat up. Here we go. I wish I could put you guys on screen. I don't know how I could possibly do that, but I can't. Murph, what's up, my dude? What's happening? Janelle, Nita, Maria, Stretch, Hand Girl, what's going on? Handy, Big Dog's been here. Cecilia, what's going on? Earth, Spicy Dragon, Lynn, how are you? James, what's new? Long time no see. Nurse Meow. Let's see if there's anything else on the old tweets. I'll turn it up for a second, I guess. Comment, yeah. Today, we need to sit down with Donald J. Trump. It's now or it's never. Get on with it. At first, I thought it was a cut your hair chant, but then that wouldn't make sense now, would it? Hello, Madison Square Garden.
You guys look just like you do when I'm on TV.
Oh, when I'm on the television.
Except for you, you look a little different. Listen, I love you guys for caring enough about the United States of America to come out here tonight. Thank you so much for caring enough to come out here tonight. I have to tell you, I love this country. I do. I love this country. I stand up when our flag goes by. I put my hand over my heart when they play our national anthem. And I'm so proud to see so many people take time out of their day to come out here bugles and stand up for this country.
At a military funeral.
And strangely enough, I'm not here just to stand up for Donald J. Trump. Lord knows he doesn't need me to stand up for him.
But he kind of does.
He's tough as an old army boot.
But he really ain't.
He's got lots of enemies, different groups that are
Definitely,
scared,
that's
and
true
between them, they have impeached him, indicted him, raided him, railroaded him, shot him, and sued him.
No, his own people tried to shoot him.
And where is he?
What is this?
He is still standing. He just keeps on coming because he loves this country too.
You, Phil, gross.
I can be honest and say, I can be honest because we have free speech in America. I can be honest and say I don't like or agree everything that Donald J. Trump does or says.
You don't like Donald?
Nobody agrees.
Fucking Donald J. Jump. It's
and it's perfect. We don't strive for perfection. We strive for excellence. But you don't have to love everything about someone in order to love them. And the last thing he needs is some
We're not marrying the guy. We're voting for president, you stupid bastard.
What the hell do I know?
Exactly.
I know I'm no celebrity to begin with. And celebrities don't know anything about policies or politics.
So what the fuck are we doing here for Trump? What? The fuck's wrong?
The only difference between me and them is I'm willing to admit it. So why am I here? Well, I'll tell you why I'm here. I'm here to talk to and stand up for the people who have declared their support for Donald J. Trump, or
It's
they
Jonald.
got found out, or they want to do it, but they're too intimidated. Because you know what happens when somebody in this country says, hey, I'm going to vote Republican, I'm going to vote Donald J. Trump? They get canceled, intimidated, marginalized, excluded, or even fired or boycotted.
Right. No, because
you know what that
can't be
means?
racist and homophobic
In
and
short,
bigoted.
that adds up
in work
to
at the
being
workplace.
bullied.
They usually don't care for that too much.
And now we're talking
I don't
about
see anything on my
I
Twitch
know
account that would
a
not
hell of a
allow me
lot
to go
about.
live on there.
Now
I'm
you're
sorry.
in my wheelhouse, buddy. I may not be an expert in politics, but I am an expert about bullying.
Oh,
Bullying is when you seek to harm somebody, you seek to intimidate, coerce, cause distress, fear, risk to their well-being. And it can be physical, verbal, relational, or cyberbullying.
Could be verbal.
And it's always wrong. You said it, my friend. It is always wrong when you bully somebody.
Sorry, Twitch. I'm trying.
And that's what's going on. Now, let me tell you what the critics are going to say when they hear me talking about this. They're going to say, well, now, wait a minute. Come on. Isn't Trump a bully?
Yes.
Let me tell you why the answer to that question is no.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I'm listening.
Because to be a bully, there has to be an imbalance of power.
And the supposed billionaire that was president doesn't have more power?
And he's just better at it than
Hold on. It's about an imbalance of power, and the guy that was given fucking $500 million by his father, and the guy that says he's a billionaire has his own 757 and was president of the United States at the same time. That guy doesn't have more power than other people. What the fuck, Dr. Phil, are you smoking?
Big boy pants. They got a stage. They got everything else. He's just better at it. And the same thing is true when the Democrats or Harris call him fascist, Hitler, racist, misogynist, or crook. Is that bullying? Well, not really. It's ugly. But with the First Amendment, which we all want to.
Oh, okay. So do bullies? So bullies have the right to the First Amendment, but bad bullies are bad, but they have the right. I get. Okay. I'm not following you, Docky.
When you attack a citizen. And you use the power of the internet, you use mob mentality, you incite people to gang up and cause boycotts, then it's beyond ugly. And that's what's happening in this country right now.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Boycotts are a right of the American people. That's literally how we've gotten points across for I don't know how many years now.
There is an imbalance of power there, and it's time
peaceful protests,
that
boycotts,
every one of us close ranks.
So on.
We have to stop this now. It's time that we push back against cancel culture. It's time that we push back against intimidation.
I really do apologize to the people that usually watch on Twitch. I'm not hugely, I'm looking on Twitch. I don't see any messages that say like you wouldn't be allowed to go on, or there's any problems or any connections issues or anything like that. It's, so I apologize about that. I'll keep trying and seeing what happens. But if you can hop over to YouTube, that would be fantastic.
And it needs to continue to be built on hard work. And the legacy media has sold out. The legacy media has sold out. And I'll tell you, one night I was sitting at dinner with my wife, Robin, and I was complaining as we were flipping around and
as we all do,
spin on what supposedly news. And I said, damn, I'm tired of listening to all this media spin and everything. And without even looking up, she said, well, you are the media. Why don't you do something about it? She said, you got bigger
shut
ratings
the fuck up and do something about it.
Why don't you do something about it?
Eat your fucking food. Shut up, Phil.
Well, as usual, she was right. And that's why I launched the new network, because we want people to think for themselves. You guys aren't dumb. You don't need to be told what to think. You just need the
of course
facts.
not.
And you're
Never
here
fight
because
uphill,
you
me
have the
boys.
facts,
Never
right?
fight uphill. They were
You're here because you recognize
Totally
when
normal and
legacy
smart.
media edits answers and gives you what they want you to hear instead of the truth.
Right. Instead of the truth.
And when they start
Did you just see
editing their
Maduro?
candidates' answers,
Venezuela, it's
they've lost their
unbelievable.
moral compass. They've lost their way. And I would love to say it's equal on both sides, but I'll guarantee you, when Beyonce, George Clooney, De Niro, and Lizzo come out and say they're for Kamala Harris,
Yes.
when they all come out and say they're for Kamala Harris, did you read anything or hear anything in the media criticizing it? No.
Do they
But you
read or
watch what
fucking view
happens
anything in the
tomorrow
media
morning
anyway?
When people find out I
No.
came here to talk to you. You say this in Hollywood and all of a sudden you ain't got a job. The problem is I don't need one. I don't need a job because I got you. And I've got a question for all of us. Have we lost our minds? We have the First Amendment in America where our government has said we will pass no laws to infringe on our freedoms for religion and speech. So that's the law, but we're muzzling each other. What is going on? We have a law that protects free speech, so we start taking it away from each other? Are you kidding me? We can't allow that to happen. We cannot encourage it. And let me tell you something about bullying. Bullies are bad, right? Let me tell you what else is bad. Bystanders. If you are a bystander, if you are watching somebody get picked on, if you're watching somebody get bullied and you don't do anything about it, you're just as guilty as the bully that's doing the bullying.
All right, so we were gonna get. I didn't think I was gonna get out of here agreeing with anything that was gonna be said tonight, but I gotta give
Dr. Phil, I gotta have Dr. Phil his credit there. I'm having a nightmare, Dr. Phil.
because I kind of agree with him on that one. Not gonna lie.
Is being bullied and feeling alone and abandoned when they are picked on and intimidated, when they wished even one person, even one other kid would step up and say, hey, come sit with me at lunch. Don't sit in a stall in the bathroom and cry your way through lunch and eat alone.
Well, don't fucking call him out
We're
like that,
not
you
going
jerk.
to let you be
do you
alone.
want to sit at my table at lunch? It's just
And
it's
the
perfect. That's
same
enough.
thing
Don't
with
have to fucking go into
adults.
the other details.
Adults don't want to be cut out of the herd and feel like they're alone. The number one need in all people is acceptance. The number one fear is rejections, and bullies, they prey on that. We must claim the right to our point of view. We must be critical thinkers. And when you see somebody being picked on, then you've got to be willing to step up and say, hey, I'm with you. Don't let that happen. And you've got to know why you're strong on the issues you're strong on. You got to know why you're strong on affordability and safety and security and the border and family care for men and women and law and order and your core values for your children's education and our military. Know why you're where you are. And when you come to your friends and coworkers being bullied, don't be a bystander. Don't be a bystander.
Everybody's like, what's this got to do with fascism, dude? We want to take this country over, man. Shut up.
That also means
Kick some
you love
ass and shit.
Americans. You've got to push back and call out the bullies. You've got to stand with those that have targets in their lives. Targets if they're
You mean like
picking
people
on them
that
by
pick
calling their
on, like,
jobs
I don't
to
know,
get them fired.
the trans community
Boycotts
or
kicking
anybody in the
them out of their
LGBTQIA
jobs
community,
at
or,
church or the groups at church.
people like that, like the people
I've
in the
spent
audience there.
45 years listening to people. And I was just in North Carolina, and after the
North
hurricane hit down
Carolina.
there, and you know what? I saw neighbors helping neighbors, and not one of them asked, are you a Democrat or a Republican?
No, because the house just got fucking demolished. The neighborhood is gone. Everything they had in their
I
lives has
saw
been
neighbors
destroyed.
helping neighbors.
I'm not
and
sure
we
they
need
cared
to
about
unify
your
this
fucking
country.
political affiliation.
You have the
stupid
right to
fucking
vote
prick.
for who you want to vote for president. And we need to step up and claim it, and we need to stand with each other. There are so many who want to, but they're bullied, so they're afraid to. Let me tell you something. One of the most important days in American history was 9/12/2001. Not 9/11. We all know what happened on 9/11.
Country came
One of the most
together on
important days was
9/12.
9/12, because on 9/12, we all woke up and we were all Americans on 9/12.
Still are, motherfucker.
If you
Still
were
are.
an American on 9/12, stand up right now. If you were an American on 9/12, stand up right now.
If you were an American on
That's
9/12,
who we
stand up.
were.
What
That's
fucking
who
kind of
we
question
are.
is that?
And the
Strange one.
difference between winners and losers is winners do things losers don't want to do. And we
Good one.
have to stand proud to help our neighbors who want to vote their conscience and not be afraid. No one should be alone. No one should feel abandoned. No one should have their business boycotted.
Oh my god, I can't hear him go on anymore. It's like, yeah, okay, we get the point and we understand you're at the wrong place for this, just to let you know. Good message,
Your
wrong
friend's
place.
business, you should let those advertisers know you're going to spend the rest of your life making sure that advertiser is boycotted until they do the right thing. You need to let people know this is over in America. We're going to unify this country. We're going to listen and not be intimidated. We're going to go out and lead by example. Let's quit complaining about what is and start doing something about it.
So you,
If
Jesus
your
Christ,
neighbor
the
wants
complaining,
to vote
the
the
party
other way,
that does
say
nothing but
fine,
complain.
go vote the other way. I'll love you anyway.
Doubtful.
Let's
Doubtful.
lead by example. If they want to do it, let them do it. Love them anyway. But as for you, the collective you, I don't want you to just listen and say, nice talk, Dr. Phil. I want you to march in your life. I want you to march with your beliefs. I want you to not be intimidated.
Maybe don't
Be
march.
stopped and don't
Maybe
just
don't
vote.
march.
Take 5 people with you.
Marching. These people
Like
in
I said, the
marching don't
difference
really go
between winners
together.
and losers is
Really.
winners do things losers don't want to do.
Yeah, you already
And what
said
they
that.
do is
You
they
did.
take
You
action.
said that, but I don't think you want this crowd to march anywhere together in unison and uniform with tiki torch. Never mind. I just,
It's time for us to bring it home. It's time for us to be winners. Winners, winners, winners.
chicken dinners. Speaking of
I
which,
started by telling you I love this country. I'll finish by telling you I love this country, and I love you for loving this country. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. And before I leave, ladies and gentlemen, please
thank
welcome
God.
the next Vice President of the United States, Senator J.D. Vance.
no. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Number. All right, how you doing, Dr. Phil? How you doing there? Good to see you. Yeah, how you doing? Can't believe you're clapping for me after I called him America's Hitler. It's amazing you guys can be duped so easily.
It is an honor to be here with all of you at Madison Square Garden. Now think about this, for more than a century, America's most celebrated heroes and legends have made history inside this iconic arena. This, where we stand, is where the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, faced Joe Frazier in the fight of the century. It's where the king.
Not sure they had
Elvis
eyeliner
Presley
on or
played
mascara
for
in
80,000
that fight.
screaming fans.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe they did.
It's where the immortal Hulk Hogan pinned the Iron Sheik and let Hulkamania run wild. And now, on the eve of the most important election in our history, the greatest champion of them all, Donald J. Trump, has come to Madison Square Garden.
I think I'd be lying if I said I wasn't like just a little slightly depressed at this site right here. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I know it's all for naught, you know, in my hopes are it's all for naught. But just a little bit of me is like, what the fuck is this happening in my lifetime for, you know? But anyway.
Now, my friends, I've got the easiest job in American politics.
Yes, you do.
Think about
You shovel
this.
Donald Trump's
All
shit
I've got to do is remind people what life was like when Donald J. Trump
under
was president of the
COVID
United States.
when you were punching your neighbor for a roll of toilet paper. When you couldn't see your
We had
family if they
peace.
died, you buried them
We had
with nobody
prosperity.
around. It was good.
Take-home pay was rising the fastest that it had in 40 years.
Only president besides, what is it,
Inflation
Woodrow
was at
Wilson to go home or
1.5%,
leave office
the
with
lowest
less
it had been
jobs
in a generation.
than he went in with.
Gas and groceries were affordable.
People were
And
dying
when Donald Trump was president, we had the most secure border in the history of this
because
country.
nobody was fucking moving or going anywhere. So pretty much, you know, everybody had the safest border then.
That's the Donald Trump record, and that's a record that's going to win in just 9 short days.
Doubtful. I think it's 8 days. Is it 8 days or 9 days? This guy don't know what the fuck where he's at. Is
Now,
it
I'm
9 to
gonna
8?
maybe
Hit me
surprise
in
a
the
little
chat.
bit of the folks in this arena because I'm going to be a little bipartisan here. I'm going to talk
You're gonna
about
be by what?
Governor Tim Walz, and I got to be honest with you, I feel bad for him. No. we ought to spare a prayer for Governor Tim Walz because he's got the hardest job in American politics.
Smile, look
He's
happy,
gotta
and
convince
give us
the
policy. Is it 9 days? Fuck. Well, fuck him anyways. Now somebody said 8.
You all can say that. I probably shouldn't say that. But think about
Mom says 9. I'm going with Mom's.
friend-
It's her
Our
birthday.
friend Tim Walz has got to convince the American people that Kamala Harris is going to somehow fix the very problems she's been creating over the last 3.5 years. He's got to pretend that Kamala Harris didn't open up the southern border and let millions of illegal aliens in, even though we know she did. He's got to pretend
She went
that
down
Kamala
there,
Harris
opened it
didn't
herself
cast
with
the
her
deciding
hands.
vote on trillions of dollars of new spending, which created the worst affordability crisis in 40 years in this country.
No, less money went
And
into the
he's gotta
economy than
pretend that
was taken
Kamala
out.
Harris actually
by,
has ideas in her
COVID.
head for how to govern the United States of America. Now, if you are the praying type, and I imagine a lot of us are, please say a prayer for Tim Walz because they're asking him to do the impossible. Kamala Harris acts like she's the candidate of change when she's been in office for 4 years.
Yeah, as the vice president,
She says she can
different
fix
powers
everything,
than the
but
actual
Kamala,
president of the
day
United
one
States.
was 1,400 days ago. What the hell have you been doing that whole time?
The job of the vice president, not the president, not Joe Biden.
Now,
She's been doing the vice president job.
My favorite Kamala Harris moment is that
Signing
when
bills and
somebody
shit.
asks her for specifics on how she'll make life more affordable or groceries cheaper, she'll say, well, I grew up in a middle-class family. You say, Kamala Harris, how are you going to close down the southern border? Because for 4 years, you've left it wide open. And she'll say, well, I made the hash browns when I worked at McDonald's.
It's wide open, but Donald Trump built the wall. How do you make
and
those two things work
with a lick
together?
of common sense is saying, Kamala Harris, you didn't answer the question. You didn't actually tell the American people how you're going to fix
hold on.
what you
And I hate to do this because we'll miss a little. I'm not going to stop it, but not going to answer the question. Kind of like how you were asked 75 and a half times if Donald Trump lost the 2020 election, you wouldn't answer it. So if anybody's going to be talking about not answering questions, it shouldn't be you. You pale-skinned, fucking weak, pathetic motherfucker. Sorry, I had to get that out.
Now, I will say, I'm going to say one thing in Kamala Harris's defense. She does one thing very well.
Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, misogynistic or racist? What do you got in your bingo card? What do you got in your bingo card?
You guys, you weren't expecting me to be so bipartisan, but I will say this for Kamala, that every time she does an interview, I think Donald Trump picks up about 100,000 votes.
Oh, knocked them dead with that one. Was she drinking Diet Mountain Dew, too?
We're, of course, in one of the proud baseball cities in the United States of America. So you know the problem with a softball interview is that you've got to be able to hit a softball still. And that's the problem with Kamala Harris is I don't think that she could hit a T-ball based on what we've seen over the last couple of weeks.
Nailed it. Killed it. Oh, listen to him laugh. Hold on. I'm out. Everybody listen to the laughter.
Do differently compared to Joe Biden, she said nothing comes to mind. She's running on how she's going to be different, but she couldn't name a single thing that she would do differently than Joe Biden. Now, I will say that could be the Kamala Harris official campaign slogan. Kamala Harris, nothing comes to mind.
Oh my God! Did you write that? Did you have writers? Do you have writers? This is like good stuff. I'm surprised Al is not here to
she had made any
dispute all
mistakes
this
as
fucking.
vice president.
Is it rebuttal or
Now,
refutal?
here's what she actually said, and I am quoting word for word. She said,
Stupid
"In my
people,
role as vice
when
president,
I wanted to refute
I
it, they
mean,
said,
I
"Sir,
probably worked very hard
don't
at
dignify
making
it with a rebuttal. Refutal or a rebuttal? What the hell word would that be? Rebuttal? What they'll say, he didn't know, rebuttal or refutal, but they don't know either.
issue and feel compelled to answer a question." Now, I have no idea what any of that means, and frankly, neither do any of you. None of us know what the hell she says. Now, she may not be able to name any of her mistakes, but the American people sure can. And 9 days from now, we're going to tell Kamala Harris, you're fired. Go back to San Francisco where you belong. Get the hell out of the White House.
You mean the city that Donald Trump says was perfect 15 years ago when Kamala Harris was still part of the governmental organizations of, was she DA or was
Donald
she?
J. Trump and all of us as part of this movement are going to
what was the other thing
unleash
she was?
a golden age
IAG.
of American prosperity. We're going to make life affordable again in the United States of America.
Prices are already coming down. Inflation is down almost to where they say it should be.
We're going to put the American dream of homeownership within reach
Stock
for
prices
millions
double
of
what it was
American
under
young
Donald Trump.
people.
Job creation.
We're going to secure
Lowest
our
stretch of
border, and we're going to
unemployment.
keep our families safe. We're going to protect
Chips and
your
Science
right
Act.
to free speech and religious liberty.
Infrastructure bill.
And we're going to do it all thanks to the leadership of one man.
Tim Walz and Kamala
Now, we have
Harris,
to
I guess.
remember, that one man, Donald J. Trump, 8 years ago, go back 8 years, he had everything. He had fame, he had fortune, he had family, he had friends. But he gave up the easy life to save the United States of
Did he
America.
have any of those, actually?
When they couldn't beat him,
I'll
they
give him the
tried to
fame.
bankrupt him. When that didn't work, they tried to impeach him. When that didn't work, they tried
No,
to
he
put
was
him in federal
impeached. We
prison.
didn't
And
try
when that
shit.
didn't work, they even tried to kill him. But as
No,
sure as the
no,
American
no.
flag
No,
still
no.
waves,
No, don't let it
Donald
slide.
Trump still
You prick.
stands, ready to fight, ready to win, and ready to make America great
Thank you, Arlo.
again. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Let's do it.
Go fuck yourself. Piece of shit. I'm an actor. I'm hoping he dies. I'm going to take power. Project 2025. Here we go. Hey, you. Oh, good Lord Almighty, these people. What do you do? What do you do? You got to get out and vote, right? It's the only thing you can do. Only thing you can do. Who's up next? Who we got next? Oh, fuck off. Once I see people clap or stand up or something, I'll know they announced it at least. But what do you guys think so far? Is it as gross as you thought it was going to be? Grosser? Huh? Exactly what you thought it was going to be, maybe?
Please welcome Executive Vice President of the Trump Organization, Eric
Here
Trump,
we go.
and co-chair of the Republican National Committee, Lara Trump.
Oh, they're speaking together? What are they coming out to? Oh, Jesus Christ. They just got to ruin everything, don't they? They just fucking have to ruin everything. Who authorized the use of this? Who authorized the use of that? Jesus Christ. I'm surprised Lara's not singing over this. Come on. Where's your shovel, Eric? Aren't you mixing cement? There he is. Let's go. We're close. Dad's almost died. I can take his whatever's left, I guess. Yeah, there you are. Wait, hey. Thank you to all 7 people that bought my album. Thank you. You. Where is that one person that did it? That's not a heart shape you made. That's something else. All right, here we go. Let's see.
The greatest president we have ever had is right behind us. Let's make some noise for him.
Make some noise with him. He can never do anything right. Eric. Poor Eric.
Guys, this isn't politics. This isn't politics. This is a family.
Oh, yeah. It's a real family.
We
love each
too.
other.
We love you too. This is so much more than a political movement. This is the greatest family in the world. We are fighting for a country we love. We are
You guys
fighting
give
for
me
the
all
American
your money
flag.
like
We
a
are
big
fighting for
piggy
the
bank.
Constitution. We are
It's so
fighting
good.
for our liberty. And as a family, we've been out there every single day over the last 10 years.
Put your
They've
fucking
tried
thumb down,
everything
George
they
W.
could to destroy
Oh,
my
thank you,
father, to
Daft.
destroy us. Dirty dossiers, Russian
Where'd it go?
hoaxes. They tried to impeach him twice. They went after his Supreme Court
Oh, Jesus.
nominees.
No, the last guy just said the same thing. Thank
They
you, Daft.
threw him off of Facebook. They threw him off of Twitter. They threw him off of Instagram. They tried to take away his First Amendment right.
Which you don't
Guys,
have on
they
any of those
tried
platforms.
Absolutely everything. They weaponized every DA and every AG in this country to try and take down my father.
No, they
Here
didn't.
in New York, they did exactly that. Alvin Bragg, Letitia
No, they didn't.
James. They tried to destroy his life. They tried to take him off the ballot in Colorado. They tried to take him off the ballot in Maine. They tried to subdue the vote of literally hundreds of millions of Americans who absolutely adore the guy. Guys, it's been political lawfare every single day. And then somebody tried to kill him.
And they
And
were
despite
on
that, every single
the
time
Republican
he stands up and
side.
he says, fight, fight, fight.
No, he said, "Where are my shoes? Let me get my shoes."
And how do you think it feels for them as we're back in Madison Square Garden, the greatest arena anywhere in the world?
Oh, shit. Imagine that.
Guys, I saw the Rangers play here
You
and
think
win
you
the
just got
cup in
shot and your
94.
first shit is like, "Let me get my shoes"?
Every Knicks game, every concert, the greatest arena anywhere in the world. And you better believe the entire party who has failed at taking down Donald Trump, an entire party who has failed at taking down his family. They're sitting there on those cameras right now, watching all of us, watching all of you.
Watching you act like an asshole. Thank you.
Almost
Thank you, Debbie Does.
200,000
Appreciate
people
you.
tried to get into this event tonight.
Make sure you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing, you know, all the good stuff, commenting. For some reason, Twitch is down. I apologize. So make sure you guys share it on YouTube and Twitter and all the rest of that so more people can hop on in and watch this craziness. Come on in. The water's fine. Oh, they're going to be so heartbroken. They really are.
The streets, Fifth Avenue, all the way from Trump Tower, all the way down to Madison Square Garden, 10 people deep. That's how much love there is in the greatest city anywhere in the world.
That's there. How much love there is.
Guys,
their
in
love
9 days,
is.
we're going to win. We're going to win.
No, you're not. Not a chance.
And not only is he going to make America great again, he's going to make New York City great again. So on behalf of our entire family, thank you. Thank you for being on the greatest ride I could have ever possibly been a part of.
Appreciate you putting
Thank you for 10
jet fuel in my
incredible
dad's
years.
plane.
I want you to know, and I speak on behalf of my entire family, I want you to know that we will never stop fighting. My father will never stop fighting. Laura will never stop fighting. I'll never stop fighting.
I've never been
We
in a
live
fight,
in the
but
greatest country
somebody
in the
told me what it
world.
was like
We are
once.
not going to allow that to slip away. And I promise you guys the best days of this nation are ahead of us. I love you very much.
He's right about
New
that.
York, it's an honor to be here.
Go fuck yourself. But don't let the woman speak first. Don't let the lady speak first. Can she speak now? Does she have permission, Eric? Please give permission.
All right,
There
y'all
she
aren't
is. She
done
got
with us
permission.
just yet.
Okay.
I'll say a few things if that's okay with everybody here.
Yeah. Well, do you have permission from Eric? Make sure.
Can I
Double
just say
check.
how honored I am to be the co-chair of the Republican National Committee for you guys.
It was so fun running that shit into the
I'll
ground.
tell you something, we're making sure that we have free, fair, and transparent elections and nobody's cheating in 2024.
Please explain to me what you've done again. Go ahead.
Guys,
I'm listening.
We are 9 days
Aw,
away
Jeff,
from
let's
making
go.
sure we send a loud and clear message to the mainstream media, to the establishment, to the Democrats, to Hollywood, that it is not them. It is we, the people, who choose our president.
We, the
and we're
people.
choosing Donald J. Trump.
'Cause we're idiots. Oh, Colleen, thank you so much. Let's go.
And I got to tell
Drink
you,
them
it
up
is
if you got it.
incredible to be
Smoke it
here
if you got
in
it. Let's
Madison
go.
Square Garden, in New York
It's
City,
scary,
the
but
greatest
it's
city
funny.
on earth, in the greatest
We're gonna
country
vote this
on
shit out
earth,
real
the
quick.
United
So let's go.
States of America. Because if you think about it, New York City made Donald Trump, right? But Donald Trump also made New York City.
Yeah.
He changed the skyline of this city, rebuilt it. Remember
No,
whenever
not
they couldn't
negative.
get an ice
Not a
skating
fucking
rink,
chance.
Woolman Rink in Central Park? Donald Trump rebuilt the ice skating rink for New York City. By the way, under budget and ahead of schedule, if I'm not mistaken, because that's how we like to do
Very
things in the
doubtful.
Trump family.
Very doubtful.
And when
Very
nobody
doubtful.
else was doing it, Donald Trump, put
Cheryl.
his heart and soul
Thank you
right
so
here
much.
in New York City.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much for your
It's true, and this is
contributions,
the city
guys.
that made him a household name. This is the city that put Donald Trump in so many rap songs, by the way.
what they used to
And
call him,
truly
Don the
made
Con,
him the
right?
American dream.
This is the
But I'll
city
tell
that.
you something.
This is the city that
Being a New
knew
Yorker
he
teaches
was
you
a
something about
scumbag
president.
before
It
anybody
teaches
else.
you how to be tough. It teaches you that it doesn't matter how hard you get hit. You get back up and you keep fighting.
But you look for your shoes first.
When they impeach you, you keep fighting.
You make sure that
When
the
they
Senate will
indict
not convict you.
You keep fighting.
You install judges that will
When they
do
take
whatever
a
you say.
mugshot of you, the greatest mugshot in the history of the world.
A ridiculous thing to say.
You keep fighting. And when an
Sing us a
assassin's
tune, Laura.
bullet strikes you, you don't lay down. You get up, you stand strong, and you keep fighting, right?
Never let a teleprompter take you down.
Now, in case you guys don't know, Donald Trump likes to go places nobody expects him. Anybody hear about a little rally up the street in the Bronx? Yeah. Does anybody know the last time a Republican president campaigned in the Bronx? It was Ronald Reagan, and ladies and gentlemen, he turned New York red.
Right. And then since then, every politician knows it would be a waste of money, time, and energy to do rallies where you're doing rallies.
It is
like
the
the
honor
Coachella
of my
one.
life to be part
Useless.
of this movement. And Eric is right. This is not just about politics. We are all a big family, and we're a family who
Of
loves
money.
this country.
We do.
And I
Make
can
sure
tell
you
you
send money
something,
because we love
9
money.
days from now, it is going to be the sweetest comeback, because we know the art of the deal. We also know the art of the comeback from Donald Trump that this country
What?
has ever seen. Everybody get out, vote early, take a friend to vote. Let's
I
make
thought early
America
voting was
great
bad, Laura.
again.
You're confusing
we love
me.
you, New York.
Ugh. Get me out of here. Yep. There you go. There you go. There you go. Holy sugar pie, honey bunch. Everybody still with me? Everybody still with me? Huh? Huh? Oh, man.
Water coming here is dead. And Gavin Newsom is going to sign those papers. And if he... My stupid people, when I want... You're a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia...
All right, what's the guess? Who's next? What's the guess? Let's see. Nope, can't play it. Oh, these people are fried. It really is embarrassing. But you know what I mean? It's crazy because a lot of time, a lot of money has been spent through, places like Fox, Newsmax, OAN, RSBN to make these people believe whatever these fucking assholes are saying. So I can't. It's almost. It's tough. It's tough because I don't know. I don't know. I run out of words. Who is it? Who would this be? Oh, Donnie Jr. Here we go.
Guys. Hey, guys. guys.
Madison Square Garden!
Guys, let's go.
Oh, here we go.
Are you guys ready to take your country back? Are you sick of the insanity?
Yes.
Guys, this is not my first rodeo. It's the third go around, but you think this could have ever happened 4 or 8 years ago in the heart of New York City?
You just didn't try because everybody there is from different states.
The King of New York is back to reclaim the city that he built.
That he built. Get the fuck out of here. That he built. Oh, shit. That's great.
My father changed the skyline of this city.
No, he didn't.
He fixed the things that incompetent bureaucrats couldn't handle.
Okay.
He did that against all odds. He did it for our country too.
Against
and
all
now
odds, given millions of
everyone
dollars.
recognizes it. What's unique about this election, folks, you've had 4 years under both leaders. The
Right.
media
That's
would
why
like
the
to
stock
pretend
market
that Kamala
is
Harris
what it is.
started her political career about a month ago in a coup.
No, that's when
The
she
most
started her
democratic
presidential
process to ever not
campaign.
have a single vote. She's going to be a moderate, folks. She's going to be a moderate. A radical San Francisco
Didn't Joe Biden
liberal,
not win any primaries?
the daughter of a
Marxist professor is now magically going to be a moderate. No
he's
one's
getting
buying
old.
it anymore. You know why? Because they've been lying to you for the last 9 years, and you're not buying their crap anymore. You've had enough. The fact that I could drive here today with my father for like 25 blocks and watch the streets of New York lined up with red MAGA hats.
I hate how he says MAGA. It's MAGA.
Tells us
You can't even say it
everything
right. Weird.
You
I don't
need
like it.
to know.
It's gross. And I'm sure he's not
had
exaggerating at all.
4 years under Donald Trump, and despite the most vicious opposition from the media, from big tech, from the Democrats, and even from the weakling Republicans, you got results. We got peace deals done. Our enemies weren't invading their neighbors. The economy grew. Inflation was next to nothing.
Negative. What are you talking
And
about?
then
We had COVID. You
Kamala
fuck.
Harris and Joe Biden took over.
Did anybody
And
hit COVID
everything
anywhere in that
went
that
to
fucking
hell like
that lineup there? I didn't. I must have missed the whole COVID thing where over 1 million people
Keep
died.
watching it in the news. It's amazing. Kamala Harris is going to fix
Kamala,
all these
you
things. I said,
fucking
you know what?
dweeb.
Why hasn't she started fixing them? You know, you've had 4 years. Why didn't you maybe get going? You're going to wait till January 20th? Americans are suffering. People can't make rent. Businesses are going under. Grocery prices are too expensive. I tell a story. Last summer,
Because we all know
I was
how
coming
much
back from a fishing trip
the
with two of
president
my
has
boys.
to do with grocery
And we
prices.
went to McDonald's. And it was $48 for a 10-year-old, a 14-year-old, and me.
Is this guy honestly
And
complaining?
Guys, let me
Are
tell
you shitting me?
If Donald Trump
I'm the son of a billionaire.
at McDonald's, we have a serious problem.
McDonald's. A trip to McDonald's with his kids he's complaining about. Are you shitting me?
Take all of you. You know, these days, you know, everyone's a tough guy. Everyone's a tough guy on the keyboard, on the internet. You know, everyone's a badass. But when you get shot in the face and you come back defiant, ready to
Shot
fight,
in the face.
that's a
Get the
badass.
fuck out of
That's the
here.
guy.
Shot in the
That's the
face.
guy that can fix the problems that we have.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
the
see-
guy that's
I
going to
see-
keep our enemies in check.
I don't see any exaggeration there. I don't see any exaggeration on that one. Oh yeah, shot in the face.
He's
Get
done
the
it
fuck outta
once.
here.
Let's send him back to Washington, D.C. with an overwhelming mandate
To one of the
fix
prisons.
the nonsense once and for all.
To lock him up once and for all.
Guys,
Guys,
look at the people
Guys.
who've spoken here tonight. And look at
That's
some
the
of the
fucking
people who are still coming.
freakazoids, racist
When did
pricks.
you think you'd be able to get RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, Elon Musk, people from all different walks of life, incredible skill sets, whether it be health, whether it be technology, everything. You have them on one unified ticket.
And then we have everybody
Think about
else.
that. Compare that to Kamala Harris and Tampon Tim. It ain't
Yeah,
the
they
same,
better spray
folks.
this place down
Timmy
after.
ain't fixing anything, and neither is Kamala.
Kamala, you fucking twit.
We have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to change Washington, to put in common sense practices, to put Americans first, because they're not first right now.
Yes, they
The
are.
Democrat Party has forgotten about Americans.
No, we haven't.
Rather than cater to Americans, they decided, you know what? It would just be easier to replace them with people who will be reliable
Oh,
voters.
okay. Another replacement theory.
The
That's
insanity-
replacement theory. Mark that down on your bingo card. Second replacement theory. At least, if you count, and I probably didn't mark a couple on there, so we're at least at up two. That's it.
That the spirit of the American people is there. That same spirit my father showed on July 13th. That's the spirit of America. That's the spirit we need going into Election Day.
Was it June or July?
So for the next 9 days, each
Wasn't it June?
and every one of you, you line up like you're the third monkey on line for the ark and it's starting to rain.
It was July?
You vote early and then you bring your friends so that we can take back our country once and for all. And when we do that, guys, we're not just going to make America great again. We're going to make the world great. We're going to make the world safe. We're going to fix it all. Get out there, guys. And just like you're going to fight, get out.
Doesn't sound maniacal at all. We're going to fix the world. Before we even get into office, we'll fix the world. Not maniacal at all. No hints of authoritarianism. Definitely doesn't want to be a dictator.
I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis. I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis.
All right, who do you think's next? Who do you think's next? Let's see here. Oh my God, what a lineup this is. This is going to be one for the books.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage CEO of the UFC, Dana White.
Oh, man. Joe Rogan's twin, Mr. Clean. Can you come out and mop the floor a little bit? Donald Trump done more of his countries and fucking, I'll kill you, motherfucker. Don't touch me and punch you in the motherfucking mouth. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are 9 days away from the most important election of my lifetime. Stakes have never been higher, and the choice has never been clearer.
More clear.
President Trump and I have been friends for 25 years. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. He is the most resilient, hardest working human being that I've ever met in my life. I know he's a great leader. This is not my opinion, not my hope. He's
the guy spent 400 years of the president's salary golfing.
In American history. He's proven he can secure our borders and keep our nation safe. He's proven to be the strong leader allies and adversaries alike must respect.
No.
He's proven
they just didn't
he loves this country so much,
what the fuck
he's literally put his life on the line for it. What has the other candidate proven?
That she's actually done
she
the
can
thing,
get your
the bills that she's
nomination
passed.
Without
Again,
even
stock
facing
market,
voters.
the inflation
What
coming
else
down.
can she offer
those
the American
things
people
that have
other
already
than vague
happened.
promises and no plan?
All those construction jobs that are going on around the country, fixing the roads,
She
bridges,
talks a
and
lot about
railways.
the need for change and her hope for the future.
Factories that are being built so we could have the chips
and
built in
change.
the United States instead
Does
of
that
getting them
sound
from
familiar?
different countries. That type of stuff.
She can use
little
the old
things,
Obama
little things
playbook,
like that.
but she's not Obama, and she is no agent of change. She is the sitting vice president of the United States right now.
Correct.
What she
Thanks.
hopes is voters will focus on the future because she doesn't want us looking at the last 4 years to see what we really need to change.
I don't get it.
Change from sky-high inflation.
What's the inflation rate at
According to
Aspen?
Yahoo
Guaranteed
Finance,
couldn't tell
the
you.
cost of groceries is up over 25% during the Biden-Harris administration. Food
A, because of inflation. B,
unaffordable for most Americans.
she's not the
That has
CEO
to
of
change.
fucking Costco.
We need change from wide open borders. BBC News reports illegal
how's that
immigration
dry
reached
mouth
record
coming,
levels
Dana?
since they took office.
How you doing
With
with
an
that dry mouth?
estimated 10 million
Get this
border
guy some
crossings.
water.
That's a 300% increase compared to the Trump administration, and that's not including the unknown millions who cross undetected. That is the record of the
Ew, I
other
can't take
candidate,
his.
the border czar of the
You
Biden
hear it?
administration.
Hey, Monica.
We need change from weak foreign policy. According to the Institute for Economics and Peace, a nonpartisan think tank,
I'm sorry.
there are
I'm sorry. Are you
there
using?
are more active armed conflicts now than any time since World War II.
Are you using a teleprompter?
From the Biden-Harris administration,
Seems like he's using a teleprompter.
conflicts around the globe.
Dana.
President Trump was our commander-in-chief. The world was a much more peaceful place.
And which of those did the United States stop?
J.D. Vance touched on this, but I want to hit it again. Vice President Harris was asked recently by the objective journalists of The View if there's anything she would have done differently than Biden over the past 4 years. And again, her answer was, there is not a thing that comes to mind. So,
what the fuck you want her to do?
my word for it.
Fucking go
Take
against
hers.
what her boss has
She
done
will
already?
not change
It's kind of a
thing.
dumb question and a dumb position to put her in.
Hope is nice, but hope is not a plan. Change is needed, but change won't come from the status
Oh
quo.
yeah, Dana did beat his
Yes,
wife,
she
didn't he?
is
That's right,
the
Ivan.
status quo.
That's right.
If
I
you
knew-
want real change,
I knew there had to
you'll
be a
vote
reason
for
he was friends
proven
with Donald Trump.
leadership. If you want to return to economic prosperity, border security, and global stability, you'll vote for the one candidate who's proven he can deliver all of that.
But he didn't.
My fellow Americans, if you want what's best for your family and this country, you're going to vote Donald J. Trump as the 47th
You'll get me a
president
glass of
of
water.
the United States. Thank you, New York. Have a good night.
Jesus Christ. Get the guy a drink on that one. Look at where's my wife? I'm sick of her. She didn't give me water. What's the chances he's wearing a wife beater under his jacket? Pretty good. What do we think's next? I don't think he did they're coming out rapid fire here. I didn't expect them to be such short little speeches. Although Dr. Phil went on for fucking ever. How are we doing? We still with me? Thank you for joining me at Blunt Politics. I'm Boston Brian. We're covering this ridiculousness at Madison Square Garden. If I seem fucking a little bit frustrated and like annoyed and I don't know, like amazed, that's because I am. What do we got here? Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. Not gonna lie. No idea.
Hello, New York.
Anybody else? Does anybody know who this motherfucker is?
I mean, it was not on my bucket list, okay?
Who's this joker?
People like me do not get to play Madison Square Garden. This place rocks.
You're not playing anything.
All right. Most of you in New York,
Nobody
maybe you
knows.
know my story. My company is called Cantor Fitzgerald. And we were
hold on.
located.
Anna Fitzgerald.
We were
What's
located
that?
on the 101st to the 105th floors
Anna
of the
Fitzgerald.
World Trade Center. I get to be here today.
Oh, this guy was on the
because I
stage
taking
the
my
other day
son
with Trump.
Kyle
I remember.
to his first day of kindergarten.
I mean,
that
he was
morning,
like sitting at the table with him. I remember.
23 years ago. I lost 658 of my friends and colleagues.
Jesus
I had 960
Christ.
who worked in New York that day, and we lost 658 people.
Unbelievable.
And we rebuilt that company to take care of the families of those that I lost.
How is the company that big? How many were lost? Like 2,700, right?
So we took care of those families. Each of my employees, they took 25% of their salaries and they gave it to the families of the people we lost, because that's what New Yorkers do. And we gave those families $180 million.
Divided by 600 and something is what? Any good math mages?
So the first thing we
180
must
million divided by
elect
650.
Donald J. Trump president, because we must crush jihad.
What? Where the fuck did that come from? Whoa, dude. Settle down. Right out with the fucking xenophobia. Here we go.
I love this city. I love this city. And Donald Trump loves this city no matter how
Many times he tried to rob
they
it.
treat him. He is back because he loves you and he loves this city.
Why do they all have dry mouth? About 2.5
We
million
all
apiece,
say,
somebody says.
make America great again.
Pretty good, actually.
But let's just go over for a minute what that means.
Nothing. There's
'Cause
no
we all
cost
say
in
it as
losing
a
somebody, but
slogan. When was America great? At the turn of the century, our economy was rocking. This is 1900, 125 years ago.
please
We
please tell me he's not saying
no
this. Please tell me he's
income
not saying this. Please tell me he's not saying this.
And all we had was tariffs.
What else did we have?
All we had
What
was
else?
tariffs.
And what else?
And we had so much money that we had the greatest businessmen of America get together to try to figure out how to spend it.
This is
That's who
painful.
we were then. But then we had World War I and we had World War II. And we felt we had a duty to rebuild the rest of the world.
How
So
dumb
here's
of
what
us.
we did. We took down our protection. We took down our tariffs. And we turned instead and we taxed Americans so that we could export the power of our economy and save the rest of the world, which we did. Now let me ask you a question.
Oh, so
What decade should that have ended? Should it have ended in the 80s, the 90s, 2000? What in the world are we doing? We're letting the rest of the world eat our lunch. And it is time to make America great again.
So back to the 1900? I'm getting from that. It was a good time for women and people of color. That was
All right.
1900, right? You
What
know,
does
that's good,
America
that's good.
first mean? We all say America first. What does America first mean? American citizens employed first.
I think it means isolationism, right? Pretty much means don't take care of anybody else. Don't lift a hand to help anybody else. And I think we stole it from the Germans. I think they said it also in Nazis, the Nazi rally in Madison Square Garden. I think that was an America First rally, right?
Move it to Mexico and screw over everyone in America who works in the auto industry. We don't make cars here. I mean, they make our cars in China and ship them here. It's got to end. So when he says,
I mean, that's
America
pretty
first,
similar, I'd say.
let's be
On the
crystal
other
clear.
one, pro-American rally. Pro-American rally.
American citizens first. Okay. The Harris-Biden administration
Biden-Harris.
has set us up
Right, Bob. Who said
with
that? I
a
think Bob got it right.
$6.5
Yep.
trillion
That's what it means, actually. That's actually what it means.
spending budget on our taxes of $4.5 trillion as they screw our children's future
Whoa.
to the wall.
Take it easy.
We lose
Right.
$2 trillion this year, $2 trillion. And Donald Trump is
He's
going
gonna
to
steal it all.
build
I
the
mean,
greatest team to ever walk into government, and we are going to balance our budget.
oh boy. The delusion on these people
And
is
when we
fucking
balance our
incredible.
budget, the
Donald Trump
world
can't
is gonna
balance himself.
feel what it feels like to unleash the full power
Can you see-
of
oh,
the
you can't even
United
see.
States economy and its amazing workforce. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to introduce the co-founder with me of the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, Madison Square Garden. Ladies and gentlemen,
Doge?
give it up for the greatest capitalist in the history of the United States of America, Elon Musk.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, is he going to start talking right away? Hold on. Fuck. Doesn't he give me a second to get some water? I'm Dark Maga. Dark Maga. How you doing? My parents sent me to fuck up the United States. Oh, please don't jump. Please don't jump.
As you can see,
Well, he did. Dark Maga. He has to point
I'm
it
not
out.
just MAGA.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
Gothic MAGA. Well, it's the energy in this room is incredible. What a great group of people.
All right, I've only got one question for you, and
Okay.
then I'm getting out of here because
All
this
right.
is your stage. But we set up Doge.
Yes.
How much do you think we can rip out of this wasted
The fuck this guy doing? He didn't want to leave?
$1 trillion Harris Biden budget?
Well, I think we can do at least $2 trillion.
This is a fucking town hall now?
Yes.
$2 trillion.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're being taxed. You're being taxed. All government spending is taxation. So whether it's direct taxation or all government spending, it's either becomes inflation or it's
Yeah,
direct
and what do we
taxation.
get from that?
Your money is being wasted. The
Wasted?
Department
Yeah.
of Government
You don't like
Efficiency is gonna
roads, I
fix
guess.
that.
Because we don't like
We're gonna get
roads
the
and
government
fuck your
off
bridges.
your back and out of your pocketbook.
Fuck your schools and post office.
And America's just not just going to be great. America is going to reach heights that it has never seen before. The future,
Like the
is
2
gonna
inches
be
off the ground I jumped.
amazing. Now, you guys are awesome. Honestly.
Honestly, nobody's ever clapped for me before. Oh my God, what a joke.
Yeah. I mean, this is the kind of positive energy that America is all about.
This is what we need. All we're doing, we're missing a couple burning crosses and we'd be all set.
Yeah. USA, 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 USA.
We're beating this one to death, huh? What?
Yes.
What'd he say?
Now, I have something I want to ask you to do, though. Because obviously, we're somewhat preaching to the converted in this stadium. But there's a lot of people out there who need to vote for President Trump. Okay, so this is a real battle. This is a real election battle. So you need to get friends and family to vote. Make sure they vote early. This is important. We're going to be putting up a scorecard, okay? An early vote scorecard, state by state, county by county. What is the scorecard? Vote early, vote now. Yeah. Make the margin of victory so big that you know what can happen.
In case you're wondering what you know what, that means they think the Democrats are going to steal the election and somehow there's a magic number that they can get to
overwhelming
where it's just going to overwhelm the system.
Of every swing state, and even some of the states that people don't think are swing states.
Somehow, last time we managed to get away with the world's biggest fraud and scam by rigging the entire election without anybody knowing or having any evidence to say such. But this year we didn't think about the fact that they might try to have more votes. The fuck?
And with that, it is my honor to introduce the First Lady, Melania Trump.
Oh, Donald! Oh, no, Donald. Oh, somebody got Donald. How did Donald get me to come out? Where the fuck is she? Where the fuck? Oh, is she filming? Oh, no, she was. I couldn't see her because of the dress. Here she comes.
I want to thank you, Elon, for this opportunity. I don't come out very much. Hi. I don't. Hi. I do this because Donald only has so much time left. Now, I must make it look like I love him, or else maybe I no get money from estate. Maybe. Hi. Oh, I smile for now. This smile no real. Yeah, hi. Hi. Oh, hi. Hi. I mean, Heil. I mean, hi. Heil. Heil. Hi. Heil. Heil. Hi. Heil. Yes, here we go. Great. We see. Here we go. Yes. Oh, hi, Heil. Okay, this I speak now. Please, music now. Thank you. I speak.
Good evening, New York City. Hello, Madison Square Garden.
Stairs or square?
Our
Squares or
hometown,
stairs? I don't know. I say stairs. Sorry.
Symbols of strength, courage, and unity create a canvas for the world's undisputed capital of industry,
And does it look like I care?
where titans of finance, fashion, and entertainment convene among
Yep,
an
all those
iconic range of
entertainers.
superior design,
Best trains in the world we got here.
structures,
And we
and
have all the
artistic
entertainment you want. Yep. This you clap at, please, now. Thank you.
American ingenuity blossoms among determined citizens who race across city streets and between offices, striving for success. It is you who are the heartbeat of this great metropolis. It is you who are the pulse of this America. Yet, New York City is unforgiving. In fact, our lives
I
are
got slapped
complicated
on the way
even
here
during
by
the
some
best of
bum
times.
on the street.
And sadly, today, a declining quality of life coupled with economic instability makes it difficult for business to thrive.
I had to wait 1 minute for somebody to walk by the entrance of the Louis Vuitton before I went in and bought my purse. It was hell. There was 2 people in
Crime
the
is on the
store.
rise.
They looked
While
brown.
public safety diminishes, creating an environment where families with young children choose to relocate. And this story repeats itself from coast to coast across our nation. This is America.
Is that where we are? Appreciate that. Thank you.
For generations,
Enlightening.
this town has produced America's most fearless leaders.
And dumbest businessman who had everything and lost it all many times and somehow squeezed and wormed his way to the top again.
Back. A country of tomorrow that will shape our future and reset expectations for the generations. Envision a wonderful America where the seeds of security, prosperity, and health are sown once again for benefit of our families.
The white families, I mean, only the white ones.
Let us charge together with a shared vision that builds on American greatness. Let's seize this moment and create a country for tomorrow.
Size or seize, either one. We could do either if you want. We could size it or we could seize it there. Your choice.
Now,
the president, former and ex-crazy man.
next Commander-in-Chief, my husband, President Donald J. Trump.
What the fuck's he coming out to? What is this nude shit? Look at all the flags he's got. Tell me this isn't the same as the fucking rally in 1939. Oh, Jesus. What's he? I don't understand what he's coming out to. It's different. It's not proud to be an American. Where at least I know I live under a tree. I don't get it. I don't understand. Oh, Jesus. Donald, already you just stepped on stage. Unreal. Unreal. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to, okay. Yep. Make sure I don't fall. Oh, is it a slight decline or is it an incline? Can't tell. Is there any military members I could hold on to? Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you, baby. Oh, no, on the cheek. Nope. They went for the lips and did you see that? Did anybody see that? We're going to have to rewind after this. Somebody remind me to rewind on that. Looked like she went in for the fucking. Looked like she went in for the lips. That somebody went in for the lips, and then the other person didn't want it. I don't know what happened there, but something happened there. Anybody else catch that? Or am I the only one? He got denied. Did he go in? I was kind of looking elsewhere. I couldn't tell if she was the one that stopped or he was the one that stopped. And now they get to sit there like assholes until the song finishes, right?
Free America.
What is this guy? What's he singing it? Is he here? What's that guy doing? Is he here? Oh, I think he's here singing it. Oh no, here we go. Dancing Trump. It's like he's doing like a in the sunshine, my only son. Like that's the only dance he remembers from like second grade. I don't understand what this is. What the fuck is this? Like, isn't that how you like try to get kids to go to sleep? Like, well, I don't know. Maybe that's scaring them on Halloween. I don't know. Oh yeah, he's great. Look at this guy. He's great. Look at he's great. Oh man, USA. I don't know why he says it like he's squeezing out a turd.
Stand up.
Oh Jesus! Whoa, my Lanta. Why did I have to play it at that note? Fucking blew my drums out here. Yep, just gonna stand here until. Yep, he's hanging over there. He's not even in the light. Nobody can even see the guy. I couldn't even see him until Donald went over to fucking shake his hand. Here we go. How you doing? Yeah, I'll never pay you though. You're gonna do this for free, right? Salute. Yeah. So it's my wife. You probably never met her. You don't see her much. There you go. Get the fuck back in your seat. Yeah. Okay. There you go. I'm gonna go this way. No, Donald. I'm going this way. No. Okay. Why don't you stay? No. Something just happened there. What was that all about? What was that little? What was that? He wanted her to go this way. And she kind of said something like, I don't know what the fuck she said, but she wanted to what? She's sitting down, or did she walk down? Let's see here.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
You pieced. I think she fucking was like, deuces. I'm talking, I did my part.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Fucking pay me. Fuck you, pay me.
Thank you very much to a very popular former First Lady, hopefully First Lady again.
I don't know where she went. She was right here. Right?
And I just want to say a very big hello to a special place, New York, and to an incredible arena, Madison Square Garden. Incredible. And then we have all of the people that could fill it up 10 times. You take a look at
They're all outside, baby.
all the way down to
They're
the
all
river,
outside.
the beautiful, beautiful Hudson River.
I think there was 100,000 people outside of the last one in
watching this now at
1939 too.
levels that nobody's ever seen before.
The
They've never
parallels
had
are
it.
like almost uncanny.
And I want to thank Jim Dolan. He's been incredible. He's been just incredible. The job they've done. Thank you.
I don't know who you are, Jim, but fuck you.
Back in the city I love, and thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots. You're with me. We're all together. We've always been together.
Only took 30 speakers to fill up the joint.
And I'd like to begin by asking a very simple question. Are
Yes,
you
we were better off.
now than
Yes.
you were 4
Yes.
years ago?
Yes.
I'm here today
Without
with
a doubt.
message of hope for all Americans. With your vote in this election, I will end inflation. I will stop the invasion of
You need
criminals
some
coming
inflation.
into our country. And I will bring back the American dream. We need the American dream to come back home.
What kind of fucking vague,
Our country will
nondescript
be
bullshit
bigger,
is that?
better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than ever before.
Oh, how?
This election is a choice between whether we will have 4 more years of gross incompetence and failure,
4 more years of the record
or whether
stock
we will
markets,
begin the
or
4
whether or not
greatest
we're
years
gonna
in
have
the
a
history of
baby for
our
president.
country. We will achieve success that no one can imagine. We will have the strongest economy, the most secure borders, the safest cities, the most powerful military, the best trade deals, and we will
already do.
dominate the
This is what I mean.
frontiers
He
of
says
science,
things that already
medicine,
are fucking
business,
happening or in
technology, and
place.
space.
That way, when he comes in, he.
And I'm asking you to be excited
Good Lord.
about the future
Donald, excuse you. What
of
the
our country
fuck?
again. I'm asking you to dream big again. We're going to dream big again. We haven't been dreaming big at all. This will be America's new golden age. It's going to happen quickly, too, very quickly. Every problem facing
The
us
thought
can be
interrupted me.
solved,
Yeah,
but now
like
the
the shit
fate
that's
of
already
our
going on.
nation
That way he
is
can
in
take
your
credit for it
hands.
without having to do a fucking
Next Tuesday,
thing.
you have to stand up and you have to tell Kamala Harris that you've done
Kamala.
a terrible job. That crooked Joe Biden has done a terrible job. You've destroyed our country. We're not going to take it anymore. Kamala,
Which is why so many people were able to get here tonight.
You're fired.
people were climbing over dead bodies and just buildings in ruins trying to get to Madison Square Garden, which seems to be in good nick. And everybody has money for concessions and t-shirts and fucking foamy fingers and red hats. But other than that, the economy
After you
sucks.
get out. And who would have thought this was going to happen? We're leading in every swing state.
Negative.
But it doesn't mean a thing. It only means how are we doing at the end. So look, we have 9 days from now, and we're going to defeat Kamala Harris, and we're going to win.
He
back
said it
the
right that
beautiful White
time.
House.
He said it
And we're
right
going
that
to
time. He
make
knows how to say it.
America great again, and it's going to happen fast.
He has to think about how to say it wrong. That's why he says, Kamala.
In less than 4 years, Kamala Harris has shattered our middle class. She cast the deciding votes that launched the worst inflation in the history of our country.
No,
She
negative.
cost the typical American family over $3,000 in a short period, but over $30,000
Where do you get your numbers from?
over the last 3 years. She killed
Source.
50,000 manufacturing jobs this year alone.
But we gained
now
12
Kamala
million.
wants to raise the typical family taxes by nearly $3,000 a year and
No.
impose a 33% tax hike on all domestic production. If Kamala Harris gets 4 more years, our economy can never recover.
Oh, yeah. How can you ever recover from
If
the
I win,
fucking
we will
highest stock
quickly
market
build
we've ever had?
the greatest economy in the history
What will we
of the
ever
world.
do? Producing the most fucking energy we've ever produced.
Which is what we had in our last term. We will rapidly defeat inflation, and we will very simply
You pretty much can't defeat
make
inflation that much
America
more. It's
affordable
just, it's
again.
not possible.
We're
You
gonna
got to
make
keep
it
it at a certain percentage. What do they say? 2% usually? 2.5%, something like that.
I will massively cut taxes for workers and small businesses, and we will have no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our seniors.
What's this? We got what? Hats? What was that?
And I'm announcing a new policy today that I will support
fuck
a
was
tax
that?
credit
Did
for
you pick
family
something up?
caregivers who take care of a parent or a loved one. It's about time that they were recognized, right?
He's getting water. He needs water.
They add so much to our country and are never spoken of, ever, 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 but they're going to be spoken of now. Thank you all very much. I'll also make
Does he drink it with 2 hands or one?
car loans fully tax deductible.
Trump drinks water with 2 hands.
only
That's on your
for
bingo
cars
card, huh?
made
Check it
in
off,
America.
maybe. Coming up. There he goes. No, looks like 1 hand. Oh, 1 hand. Oh, he got it up there. He managed
Have
it.
to be made in America. And we will achieve energy independence. And we will
Again,
do
I guess
something we
over
wanted so
maybe
badly. We're gonna
because
do
we
something.
are,
You know what
and
we're
then
gonna do?
because I
Front row
guess
Joes.
we'll just do it again. Maybe
You know, I
don't
got
know.
front row Joes here. I got the ladies from North Carolina, number
Oh, you mean so people?
249.
Hold on,
This is the
hold
200,
on,
and
hold on.
you look so
So you mean people not from New York City?
us, but we're going to do something. The ladies can tell you what we're going to do. We're going to drill a baby drill.
You know what? Already kicking your ass in that field. I'm
And I
sure
will
Democrats
terminate
really
the
aren't
Green
too
New
pleased
Scam.
about it.
And we'll cut your energy prices in half, 50% within 1 year from January 20th. Is the fake news hearing that? Whoa! Look how much. Wow, that's
look
a
at the
lot of fake
news.
news.
You're the fucking child.
That is a lot of fake news. Look at that.
They're all your cameras.
Wow. That's got to be a record, Mr. Speaker. I think that's a record. That is a lot of fakers back there. To bring back millions of jobs, we will give our companies the lowest taxes, the lowest energy costs, the lowest regulatory burdens, and free access to the best and biggest market on the planet. Remember this, if we keep going like this, we won't have the biggest and the best. We won't have a market, we won't have a country. But only for those who make their product here in the USA and hire American workers for the job. And if these companies don't make their products here, then they will pay a very stiff tariff when they send their
47
products
billion
into the
% tariff
United
on it.
States for the privilege of competing with our workers and our now protected companies. We're going to protect our companies. They're not leaving anymore.
We are by
They're
putting
not
a
leaving
million
anymore.
trillion gazillion % tariff on it, which
We're
is
also
passed on to
going
the
to
consumer.
pass the Trump Reciprocal Trade Act, meaning if China or any other country charges us 100 or 200% tax or tariff, we will then charge them a 100 or 200% tax or tariff. It's called an eye for an eye. And I will never apologize for defending America. I will protect our workers. I will protect our jobs. I will protect our borders. I will protect our great
What's Elon
families.
doing?
And I will protect the birthright of our children to live in the richest and most powerful nation on the face of the earth.
She works at RSBN.
As we rescue our economy, I will also restore our borders. There's never been anything like it. It's bigger than inflation. It's bigger than the economy. What they're doing to our country, they're allowing criminals from all over the world to enter our country. Over the past 4 years, Kamala Harris has orchestrated the most egregious betrayal that any leader in American history has ever inflicted upon our people. She has violated her oath, eradicated our sovereign border, and unleashed an army of migrant gangs who are waging a campaign of violence and terror against our citizens.
If
There
anything
has never
deserves a
been
like,
anything
it's
like
suffering
it
through this
anywhere
shit.
in
So
the
please hit
world
that
for
like.
any country. Kamala has imported criminal migrants from prisons and jails,
No, she hasn't.
insane asylums and
Nope.
mental institutions
Not
from all
that either.
around the world, from
Nope.
Venezuela to the Congo. A lot of people are coming
excuse
from
me.
the Congo prisons.
Excuse me.
They're coming from all over the
Not
world.
Venezuela. It's
In Venezuela, did you just see Maduro in Venezuela? It's unbelievable. Violated our laws. And she has resettled them into your communities to prey upon innocent American citizens.
This is wild shit to say.
But the day
Wild
I take
shit to say.
the oath of office, the migrant invasion of our country ends and the restoration of our country begins. One of the deadliest and most vicious migrant gangs that Kamala has imported into our country is the savage Venezuelan prison gang.
That
Nice
we have
group of people. They
imported
got
into our
together in
country.
prison, the worst
Fucking
prison in
craziness.
the world, they say. It's called Tren de Aragua. And that
One
is
of these.
taking over apartment complexes and unleashing a violent
It's one of
killing
these.
spree
This
all
one?
over
This one.
America, especially in Aurora, Colorado.
Tren de
Governor who's
Aragua.
and maybe he should be.
Where'd he
But
go?
now
There we go.
they've even
Aragua.
taken over Times Square.
Tren de Aragua.
He's fucked. This whole thing is ridiculous.
It
I'm not
seems
listening to it.
exhausted.
I'm not
Can you hear
listening to
me
it.
though?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. I just didn't want to listen to whatever TikTok
Yeah.
videos he plays to make up
Tren
for.
de Aragua.
You know what's funny is when he gives himself credit because he can say it. Like usually people say TDA, but I got it down pat because I can say Tren de Aragua. I got it good. So it's like, yeah. He's like patting himself on the back.
Dude, he can barely spell MS-13. I'm not impressed.
How much have you been able to catch? Any of it? I know you said you were out doing some stuff.
Just a little bit of it. Yeah, just the beginning. And he
It's
sounds
like
really
2
low
hours
energy.
early.
Yeah,
as usual, as he has. I mean, I showed his I showed a little bit of his podcast with Joe Rogan, and he was just like, like he was on Patrick Bet-David's podcast. Just he spoke for 3 hours, but I don't know, he didn't really say anything in that time.
Well,
Holy
look,
shit, Peter! Thank you so much, Peter. With 50
I think
gifted
most.
jokes.
Look at that. Hi, folks.
That's
How's it
amazing.
going?
Oh yeah, sorry,
gotta
ladies and gentlemen. House Box. I feel like we're so comfortable with each other. We just jump right into it.
We are. We totally are. I gotta say, I know a bunch. I'm sure you do too. But I know a bunch of old bastards who could talk for 10 hours if you just let them on a roll. Like most old dudes, as somebody, you and I both, you could wind us up and we'd start talking and 5 hours would pass and we're like, if our throat didn't start getting dry, we would never stop talking, right? And so the idea that somehow he's like, I'm working all the time. What do you mean working? You went on a podcast where you get no pushback and you blather about your favorite subject, right? And even in this one, they're playing it like, what is this, like the third video so far?
This is the first video he's played that I've seen, but then he plays at least 4 of them now during each speech that he gives. He plays 2 about the military. He plays the one.
We played that piece about Kamala.
He may have. Maybe I was just busy making fun of him. I could have been because I wasn't able to get up on Twitch. But I've been trying to mess with that too. But if he did, I know he does like 3 or 4 of them now, and it's just basically so it fills time in his his speech, so he doesn't have to speak anymore.
What's he saying now?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me get some volume on it.
Will soon be an occupied country, no longer. Not going to be happening.
Well, this is what he says. This is what he says, so he can have the powers of the aliens and enemies.
Yeah. Will be Liberation Day in America. It's going to be Liberation Day.
He also can't just say the line and stick to it.
Largest deportation program in American history to get the criminals out.
What, his ad libs? You mean?
Yeah, he can't stop himself.
Town that has been invaded and conquered, and we will put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail. We're going to kick them the hell out of our country as fast as possible.
Right. If they murder an American, give them a free plane ticket home. Hey, are you an Iranian terrorist and you're homesick? Just kill an American. We'll fly you back.
Let me ask you a quick question. What are your thoughts on seeing Madison Square Garden like that for him?
There's 7 to 10 million people in the general New York area, and they bust in, people from like Philly, New Jersey, New York. I mean, you're a train ride away from.
He's already talked about the people from North Carolina and the Front Row Joes. So yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
not all of them from.
Right. No, Turning Points USA bust a shit ton of people in. Like, there's a bunch of looky-loos too. It's free. So I don't give a shit. Like, again, he could fill the place 3 fucking times and it would equal the number of votes he got in New York last time, and he still lost by 40%. It's just dumb.
I meant more visually. More of the from the visual standpoint.
You want to impress me? Fill Madison Square Garden, charge $50 plus a ticket. Get the fuck out of here. Like, again, and it's still going to empty out. It's still a ton of empty seats. And there's a bunch of people who are just going to
Hold on. Here's your favorite map. Here's your favorite map.
Oh, yeah. This is when he quit fucking being president.
I would have loved that chart, but it doesn't. It has great numbers. And if you look at the arrow on the bottom, you'll see that was the day I left office. That was the lowest.
He left in April of 2020.
Right. According to that map, according to that graph.
Yeah.
That arrow's in April of 2020.
Then look at it.
Yeah.
It was like an Elon Musk rocket ship. Look at what happened.
Oh, this is the best. I love this. Hold on. He makes the sound of the. He tries to make the sound of the jet.
And if they come back into our country, it's an automatic 10 years in jail with no possibility of parole.
How do you get to Elon's
And I'm
rocket?
hereby calling for the death penalty for any migrant that kills an American citizen or a law enforcement officer.
That's good. Running on
Right,
anything
why don't
that
you just-
calls for the death penalty is
Yeah.
really popular.
He had dude from like Harry O or whatever, the guy from Death Row Records that
Right.
came out and
Yep,
supported
yep.
him or whatever. That dude was a massive drug dealer, like $2 million a day in business. Under Trump, he'd have been put to death in 24 hours. Like, it's so
And for
stupid.
illegal aliens that are in our country illegally, I will
Well, did you see the guy that said it was a Nazi rally?
all
The guy that spoke saying it was a Nazi
sanctuary
rally?
cities in the United States.
Yeah.
And then you had, what was it, the Kill Tony guy talking about watermelons.
Oh, my
talking about
God.
the black guy there.
Yeah, in Puerto
Disqualifies
Rico.
her from being president of the
Mhm.
United
Yep.
States of America. She is grossly incompetent. All you have to do is look
He
at
tries
her
to do this. She's disqualified
Look at what
so
she
that
did the other
She's
night.
so overly
So
qualified
basically,
compared to him. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but he wants her to be disqualified so that he doesn't have to run against
She's
her.
unfit for office.
He's like, time out.
Everyone knows it.
Somebody throw a
No one
flag so I don't
respects
have to try and win take a touch, make a touchdown. I'm gonna get my ass
Everyone
kicked.
knows she's a very low IQ individual. From humiliating our country in Afghanistan to the war in Ukraine to the nightmare on our border to her
Ukraine.
inflation catastrophe, all done in conjunction with Sleepy Joe. But he was largely sleeping, wasn't he? After 4
No.
o'clock. It's time to go to bed.
Says Mr.
To his and
Sundowner.
her egregious
Yeah.
hurricane response, the worst response in North Carolina and other states since Katrina, but I think it was even worse than Katrina.
That's
They
just a
haven't even responded in North
ridiculous
Carolina.
statement.
They haven't even
Right.
responded. There's
Yeah.
nobody. They don't see any.
Worst
FEMA.
North Carolinian
You know why? They spent their
hurricane
money
since Katrina.
on bringing in illegal migrants. So they
I think
didn't
the
have
people should be
money for
happy that it didn't
Georgia
happen under Trump because they only would have got $550 instead of the
Tennessee,
$750 from the first day.
Exactly.
and South Carolina. They didn't have any money for them. They spent all of their money on bringing in illegal immigrants and flying them in by beautiful jet planes. They flew in. We just found that about a year and a half ago. Remember, we said, what's going on? Those planes, a lot of planes going over there. What are they? They would fly them
We
into
just
the
found
middle
out
of our country,
Right.
our beautiful.
About a year and a half ago.
And you know what happened?
I'm not using an old story that didn't pan out.
Ohio.
Jesus.
Look at this.
Recycled.
Dude is so.
Where
This dude is always trying to fuck with an erection he used to have.
migrants were put into a town of 50,000.
It'll come back. It'll come back. Hold on. Give me a second.
Remember that boner I got in the 80s?
Or take a look at Aurora in
If I
Colorado.
think about it hard enough.
Colorado is going to vote for us. You know why? Typically, they go a little bit the other way. Of course, with their voting system, I'm not so sure about that. But you know why? Because
Right.
they
He's
tried
just
to
setting up.
throw the leading candidate of both parties, meaning me. I was leading both parties off the ballot, and the people of Colorado, including
Sorry.
Democrats, are very angry
Huh?
about it. They
You
are
were the sorry. You're the leading Democrat too. What? What was that? He's at the top of both tickets.
Isn't it nice to have
I
somebody
want to go
that's the
back at the
president
end of this and
that
show
doesn't need
you
a teleprompter?
his interaction
this
with
I've been on
Melania.
teleprompter for a long time.
Right.
I haven't been on this teleprompter.
I don't like my
No,
hair.
it is nice. You saw the other day where Kamala got a little stuck on the teleprompter, went a little bad. It stopped on her. You have to be, you know, if you're a politician, you have to be able to handle that. Remember? You have to do the weave, he says.
Remember?
You got to do more than the weave. But it happens a lot as a politician. It happens. I mean, we have so many politicians here, great ones. Some are not so good, but great ones.
Some are not so good. Some are Nazi good.
When Newt, or when the speaker, or when
Newt?
Tommy Tuberville, who's here someplace, the great senator from Alabama, or when any one of our literally 75. By the way, should I introduce all of them by name? I should.
No.
Should
Please
I?
don't.
Oh my God.
No. Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
I agree.
No, no,
I'm a
it's
dope.
lot. Speaker, should I? I don't know. Will they be angry? Yeah, they will. It's a lot of introducing, right? Let's keep going with the speech, huh?
Should
But,
I do the snake?
When you're in this
Yeah.
profession, I have a friend who wanted to come in. I said,
Why am I
what's your,
frozen?
you like speaking? Well, I do, but I have a great
I don't-
fear of speaking. I said, don't be a politician. If you have a fear of speaking, don't be a politician. But one thing you have to know is that no matter how good your people are that operate this machinery, it's going to break. And you're
Mine
gonna
not
be out there
working all of a
all by
sudden. I'm
yourself
pissed.
alone.
Oh my God.
And you gotta be
This son of a bitch is in Madison Square Garden bitching about the teleprompter
There's only
stopped.
32 days left, right? And she's reading it like, there's 32 days, and it stopped. And she went, there's 32 days. 32, 32. And I was watching.
Where are you?
I said, this isn't pretty. 32. She was gone. And then, damn it, it kicked back on. She was gone. We've had it. Happens a lot. And don't
Does
forget,
it?
you got all those people back there.
Did she threaten not to pay the people because it broke and treat everybody in
That ever happened. It
crap?
happens all the time. I was campaigning in Ohio for a very, very Bernie Moreno. He's doing a good job. I think
Bernie
he's maybe going to win in
Moreno.
Ohio. The problem he's got
Moreno.
his opponent, Brown, Sherrod Brown. Dancing like he's my
Sheriff
best
Brown.
friend. He never votes for me. He's not my best friend. Ohio's been very friendly to Trump. We win it all the time.
What
by
you
a
gonna
landslide,
do?
but
What you gonna
the
do?
opponent is taking heads. I got 4 of them. I think we have
When
4
Sheriff
of them,
John
right?
Brown
They're
come
taking
for you.
heads. All of a sudden, they love Trump. We agree with Trump on tariffs. We agree with Trump on the border. border. We love total Trump. respect
And they're
for
Democrats.
Donald
Their
Trump.
friends calling up. Did they switch to the Republican Party? But
What
it
is
happened
he
with
talking about?
Bernie Moreno. I was in
I have no
Ohio
idea.
to try and get him over the initial primary hump. And it was 45-mile-an-hour winds, and these suckers were blowing like.
What?
You ever try reading a teleprompter where
Oh.
it's moving about?
He's talking
30
about in
miles?
Pennsylvania or wherever he was.
But I didn't have to worry about that because even worse, they ended up blowing off the stage a lot of it. So I'm now in the first sentence, and I got 28,000 people and millions of people watching on
Bullshit.
television. I got no teleprompter. And did I do a good job, Mr. Speaker? And he won. And he won, huh? Thank you, Matt. And he won.
Jesus.
Anyone?
And
Anyone?
so you're up there all alone. We
Anyone?
don't go 32, 32, 32. Oh, my God.
They're all alone.
Kamala Harris is a train wreck who has destroyed everything in her path to make her
Back to the teleprompter. Now it's
president
working
with a
again.
gamble
Right, yeah.
with the lives of millions and millions of people. She would get us into World War III. We're very close to World War III. If you don't have a smart president, if you don't have a president that gets it, if you don't have a president that is respected by the other side, and they did respect us 4 years ago, they really respected us. Iran was broke. They had no money. Russia wouldn't have played with us at all. Russia would have never gotten into Israel. October 7th would never, ever have happened. Would have never have happened. All those people would be alive right now. Those people that were killed on that horrible day. But if you don't have a president that gets it, you know what else you wouldn't have had? You wouldn't have had that most embarrassing day in the history of our country, in my opinion, Afghanistan, the way they, not that they got out, we would get
Yeah,
out,
because
but
we'd
we would
still
get
be
out
in.
with dignity and strength. We got out
Oh,
and
we're
embarrassed.
going to have to wait till Harris was president? Is that what you mean?
Never suffered. And because of that, Putin looked at us and they probably figured we were a paper tiger. And he went into.
How'd that work?
And the rest is history. It would have never happened with us. And you wouldn't have had any inflation. We had the best economy, but we had no inflation. And inflation has destroyed a lot of seniors on fixed income. And a lot of people in this room have been virtually destroyed by inflation. You wouldn't have had inflation. They screwed up our energy. And it went up so
Virtually
much.
destroyed.
And
That's how they afforded all that merch.
much money.
Well, everybody has a matching hat.
Scam, which is just a scam, just a complete scam. They actually admitted that if you think about it. But she would get us into World War III because she's incompetent.
Oh, there's a
can't do the
fly.
job,
Oh, I wonder where the
unfit
fly
for it,
came
and then
from.
All of of your sons and daughters will end up getting a little notice. They'll say, Mom, Dad, what is this little green piece of paper? Ay, 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 darling, that's a draft notice. They're
What the fuck
drafting
would you know
to
about
go
a
and fight
draft
in
notice?
Some country that I've never heard
Right.
of this.
Just tell him you got bone spurs.
Country before. Oh no, I don't want my baby to fight. I don't want my baby to be killed.
We got to come up with an excuse.
They
What do
did
we
in
got?
Afghanistan with those 13 great soldiers. I've gotten to know the parents so well, and leaving.
Have
all
you?
of
What
that
are their
equipment
names?
Behind and
Yeah,
leaving
not one.
Americans behind, and many, many people with no legs and no arms, all because of.
Really? They just left amputees behind.
They're eating the dogs. The people that
To get a little draft notice, and you have to explain to them.
They left the dogs behind.
came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
What war did Joe Biden start again?
Sorry, I don't know. You have to back it up.
Crooked Hillary, oh, she was a beauty.
Jesus. He's doing a lot of moaning.
I call her beautiful.
Oh,
I call her beautiful Hillary.
Oh, no.
He's going to start a war. I said, no, no, no. My rhetoric is going to keep us out of wars. And that's what happened.
He's fucking exhausted. The hell is on the screen?
I finished off ISIS,
That's what I said earlier. I go, look what's next to these fucking idiots. It says fairwoodbrothers.com.
And Mattis, weak, stupid.
If you can't hide it, paint it red. That's the
Is that
show
Rogan?
on RSP.
Is
that Joe Rogan?
No. No.
Wiped them out very quickly. It was going to take 5 years. Mattis said it would take 5 years, and I'm not sure we could do it.
It looks like the guy from
Took us like 4 weeks.
Almost
We have
Heroes
great
with Chris
generals.
Foley.
Yeah.
The
French
greatest
guy.
military in the world. Just a lot of people don't know that.
Don't look at my- Don't you look at my woman.
But you know,
Don't look at it.
the other day a report
Yeah.
that they issued that if we end up in a war with China,
fucking dummy.
we're not
I
strong
catch
enough.
anybody look at her. I got his
Assuming
in by
that's
the
true.
balls.
How stupid are you to put out a report like that? How stupid. Why would you put out a report? Then they'll say, oh, Trump is not truthful. No, I'm smart. You don't put out reports like that. And it's not true. We would kick their ass. It's not true.
Oh, yeah. He needs something to get the crowd going.
Yeah. You gotta start swearing. We kicked their ass. Who are you talking about again? I don't remember.
Our enemies are.
What I wanna know
laughing
is-
at her. They want her to win so badly.
How do they expect to get home without getting murdered in New York?
I said they were climbing over bodies to get there. It's crazy. It's amazing they can all buy consignments and
You know, if you
fucking
drive a race
food
car,
and,
you have
and shirts and
1/10
shit.
of 1% chance of
You know.
dying. If you ride the bulls, I think the bulls
Hey.
are pretty nasty, right?
Hey, fuck you.
You have about
Hey.
the same 1/10 of 1% of dying. If you become,
I don't need a
president
guitar
of the
like
United
Elvis.
States,
Elvis
you got
had a
hell of
guitar.
shot at dying. I never knew
I
that. One.
had a
never
guitar.
thought about it, but here we are.
What?
Here we are, and I'm okay with it. And I would rather be here than any place in the world.
Yeah, money well spent
Bullshit.
in New York, you fucking idiot. Not that you're paying.
Jesus, this is so.
It's called a very dangerous profession. But if we win,
Is it?
our
Oh, there's a
enemies won't be
fly.
laughing
I
anymore.
wonder where
They're
the
not
fly
gonna be
came from.
laughing. And you know what? The truth is, I got along with all of them. I got along with Putin. Ukraine was the apple of his eye, but I said, Vladimir,
Yep.
don't go in.
Let's say
Apple
all.
of his eye.
Remember, I
And how you
ended
got along with
the
it.
pipeline in Europe. I ended the pipeline in Europe, and then when Biden came in, he
What's it
approved
called?
it. But he ended the Keystone pipeline, the one in America. So he got it. He got it a little mixed up, didn't he? Huh? Nord Stream 2.
The one
I
with
said, "We're ending
Canada's
Nord Stream
shale
2."
oil.
Everybody said,
Yeah,
"What is Nord
right.
Stream 2?" I said, "That's the massive Russian pipeline
Is it-
where they're going to make a fortune, where they're going to Germany and all countries in Europe." So I said, "You mean we're fighting to help them with NATO and spending all of that money, and they're paying the person and the group that we're fighting billions of dollars a month? What the hell are we doing?" I ended it. It was dead.
He just
And
doesn't
Biden
understand how
came
any of it
along and He
works.
approved it.
No.
Weak. Look, 30 years ago, he was not considered smart either. So Now he's really not smart.
He kicked your ass.
If we win,
Yep, from the basement
will
too.
be respected,
Yeah.
and even if it's necessary, feared again. It's not the worst word. On issue
I don't
after
like using it.
issue, Kamala
Tariff's the
broke
best
it,
word.
but I will
Fear
fix
isn't.
it.
Fear isn't the worst. With the Donald Trump vocabulary.
We're just not running against Kamala. I think a lot of our politicians here tonight know this. She means nothing. She's purely a vessel. That's all she is. When you see her up there talking about
So gross.
the grass on my front lawn, I grew up in a middle-class neighborhood and I had grass on my front lawn.
Jesus.
Yeah, but we're asking, what would you do to fix the country? And why didn't you do it? You had almost 4 years. Why didn't you do this stuff? Now she's,
You actually had fucking 4 years. You were president already, asshole.
Told you about from the different states.
So weird.
She can't put two sentences together.
Together.
She's really.
Then how'd she
just
beat you in the
like,
debate?
in many ways, crooked Joe Biden. And she never said to us, she never told us that Joe was not functioning properly. She should have. Because, we're talking about the life of the most important country in the world. We need very smart people.
Yeah,
We're
right.
running against something far bigger than Joe or Kamala and far more powerful than them, which is
The enemy of the
a
people.
massive, vicious, crooked, radical left machine that runs today's Democrat Party. They're just vessels. In fact, they're perfect vessels.
Where'd he get
because
this
they'll
vessel
never give them
shit?
a hard time. They'll do whatever they want.
He got it from
I
Elon.
know many of them. It's just this.
Musk has been saying this.
People. But they're smart. And
It's this fucking Illuminati nonsense they talk about all the time. They're just puppets and blah 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 because he's a puppet.
The other side goes
So.
crazy, becomes a sound. Oh, how can he say? No, they've done very bad things to this country. They are indeed the enemy from within. And
I told you. There we
but this
go.
is who we're fighting. These are the people who are
Man,
doing
right now I just want to I wish there was a camera on Sean Hannity every time he goes into this. Just watch this guy go.
Inflation, green new scam, and everything else that they're doing. But we're not going to let it happen any longer. We're going to have the biggest victory in the history of our country on November 5th. It's going to be the biggest victory in history. We're going to make America
For
great
Kamala
again,
Harris.
everybody.
Everybody.
The big, fat, sloppy
On
United
top of it all,
States.
Kamala says she would not
Says,
do one
you
thing
say-
differently from Joe Biden.
Says,
which
God
is
damn it.
totally
Asshole.
disgusting. And you have to remember this. All of the mistakes he made, and you know what maybe is the worst, but they're
All the
also
mistakes he
bad.
made.
Think of this.
All the sexy maids? What?
325,000 children are missing, dead, sex slaves or slaves. They came through the open
This is
door
so
and their
One or the
gross,
other.
dude.
Their parents.
It's a
were most
lie.
likely
It's nonsense.
Never seen again,
Motherfucker.
almost any of them. Think of the number.
Almost.
325,000 children are
You can fill this
missing
stadium
or dead.
several times.
Take a look at this, please.
Also,
Would you have done something?
yeah, he's gonna play another video.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Yeah, I know.
Vagina.
Also, okay, first of all, there's not 325,000 missing kids. It's at like 80,000 checkup numbers from like whatever from ICE to ORR, which is the Office of Refugee Resettlement, contacting people. It has nothing to do with them missing or lost or any of that shit. They're just on a list if they can't be talked to on the regular for possible exploitation because ORR watches out for them, right? And that's all that is. So what they did is they took the same number of people, which is 80,000 people, and then they just stack it over 3.5 years effectively and come up with this. He came up with this 219,000 number forever and this 29,000 direct number. And then he overlapped it when it's, or it didn't overlap it when it's the same fucking people. So it's closer to like, I don't know, 189 something. Hey, look at that.
Appreciate you.
So
very, very nice of you
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, super chat up Brian, will you?
But
You
this
guys
is-
help him out.
This is his pandering to the Q moment. You know what I mean? This is where he's got to kind of feed to the Q
Oh,
without
yeah.
saying, without actually kind of saying it type shit. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I posted all that stuff about the people with that got busted for child sex trafficking in the Trump administration and his delegates and stuff on Twitter earlier today, because they've been pushing this angle of it. Here, look how tired he is. So go back to.
You got to get out and vote. Just go out and vote.
So I don't have to do this anymore.
Get out. We have to put it
He's
away.
drunk.
We're close. We're so close. You know, usually the Republicans are losing in the first week in the early voting. And we did something that has not been done. I don't think, Speaker, it's been done yet, but it's been done for us. We're leading every one of the swing states, all 7 of them. So
No, he isn't.
get them from behind. Those Republicans like to vote on a thing called Election Day. You know, in the old days, we had election days. Today, we have election periods. They go on forever. And last time they went beyond and
We had election periods. Maybe you have somebody from fucking Texas track them.
Votes in 2020.
But then he's going to go on to tell everybody to vote early.
And we did great, obviously, in 2016. We won, but we did much better in 2020. But nothing compares to what's happening. I mean, you have tens of thousands of people standing outside watching us on a television, and we love you out there. We love you. They're watching.
Now I'm back. I can hear you. Sorry, my headphone went wonky.
But both of those great races, both of them don't compare to what's happening
I
now.
don't think you
in
want to see
Florida,
that.
we took a massive lead, and all of these places. I mean, there's something happening that's.
Why do I even do that? I forget.
There's something happening that's really good, but let's close it out. Pretend you're 1 point down. Would everybody pretend? Let me just
There he
do a
goes.
poll. Who has already voted?
Not a lot. Not
Who is
allowed.
going
Audience
to vote?
response. There you go.
That's what I like. That would be better than the other way if you've already voted. So I'd say
You've already
16,
voted.
17, maybe 20%. And we're leading. And most of you haven't
No, you would
voted,
want it
but
the other way
promise you're
around,
gonna
dumb
vote.
fuck. You'd
Everybody
want
promise?
the big
Promise to
already voted.
a lot of people in here. Well, the beauty is that, you know, a Republican likes to
So
vote late,
stupid.
and they like to vote and make sure their vote's in the box, right? They want to vote. They just feel better about it. And,
They do.
So we had a lot of people voting, but really that's the same. I do it in every event. I say, who's voted? The last 3 events. Last night I was at Penn State, a great place. I actually met, this is an amazing, the national
What is or isn't?
championship wrestling team. They won Penn State won the national championship, but listen to this. 11 out of the last 13 years, even Jim Jordan would be impressed by that. You know, Jim Jordan is a great guy. He's a great wrestler, all-American wrestler, Jim. You can see.
Don't
by
bring
the way
up-
he acts. Not afraid of anything, right?
Ohio
Around
State?
I
sec-
looked at those guys and they're
seconds.
rough as hell. I said, you may be the only people that can take trendy Aragua in a fight. And it won't even be that easy for them. They're tough people. But it was great to meet that team, and those great champions. Amazing, really. Great
He really
champions.
brought that up with
We
the
were
championship
packed.
wrestling team. I bet you guys in your tights could.
No matter where we go,
Trendy
we're packed. No
Aragua.
matter where we go, because there's something happening. And the something happening is they want to.
Jim
take back their
Jim
country.
Jones's
People want
church
to
was
take back
always
their country. You
was
love the
always
country.
full too.
I love the country. We want to take it back. I could be right now on the most beautiful
Oh.
beach in the world.
Getting hit in
I
the
could be
face
at
by the
Turnberry in
wave.
Scotland. I own it. I could be anywhere. I got that greatest. I don't have to be here, but I would much
With-
rather be
With
in
all the other
Madison
sunbathers trying to do you a
Square
favor and push you back in.
Which is why I continue to bring up all my other properties I would rather be at.
Yeah.
So we're thrilled to be joined today by an incredible group of patriots who are going to help us save our country, including our next Vice President, J.D. Vance.
Where is he?
And a man who was so incredible.
Is this
last
just where he
week. I
introduces
watched-
Can't say his name
everybody?
without my
watched
back
that
convulsing.
rocket ship come down. I've never seen it.
Am I live on
I
this?
told this story
No.
last night.
Oh, there's
I was
May
on the
Musk
phone with a
too.
very, very important person. And I'm talking to him.
Queen
and I'm
of
watching the
apartheid.
television while I'm
Oops, something
talking to
fell.
This guy's boring as hell. And I said,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
He's put his
The
hood
kid?
on the
Wait
chair.
a minute. I'm
The
looking at
kid
the
just
screen,
fell.
and I see
This
Oh my
kid
God.
just fell.
pouring the fire, the flames. It's all over the place. It was white a week ago, and now it's pitch black from the burning coming down at 10,000 miles an hour.
Jesus.
It's
Let Dell
coming
fix it.
down
It'll
at
be
a
white
big
again. Don't start
fucking-
crying, everyone.
There's my. He's that great. You know what he was doing for the last week? Campaigning in Pennsylvania.
Breaking campaign finance laws is what he's been doing.
He's a sweetheart too. So I'm talking to this guy, very important guy, big guy, and I have the television screen on. And
This is so good. I love
Have
this
the
part.
screen
I
on.
said, you know, it's
I love this
beautiful
part.
white
Just-
when it left,
this
but
is
it's
where he does
burned
this.
from the fire and the flame, and it is. And now I see it coming down like this, and it's like 20 stories tall or something. It's massive, and it's coming down. And I say to the guy, "Hey, do me a favor. Will you hold on a minute? Just hold on. I'll talk to you." This is like one of the most important people. I'm watching. Said, "Just hold on." I put the phone down. By the way, I never picked it up again. You know what these people are going to say? He's
Yeah, it's called the
cognitively
weave.
impaired. It's cognitively
Yes.
impaired. Oh, you don't.
Why
do
wouldn't
something?
we?
They're the worst. They are the worst. So I put it down.
You were on the
and
phone
I'm
with someone. You
watching
set
this
it down. You
ride,
forgot
and
to go
I see
back
the
to
engine. I
it
said, oh, it's going to
because you got distracted by the TV.
Next to gantry. I guess they call it the gantry, whatever the hell they call it.
I guess.
The
Elmer
luxury.
Fudd Gantry.
And it's coming down at a bad angle, Elon. I wasn't happy. And I was a little worried. You might have been worried too. I said, oh no, it's not going to be good. And then all of a sudden I saw the flame on the bottom left, and it was ripping. The flame was pouring out of that sucker, and it straightened it out like this. And it came down and it landed, and then its two of these big, beautiful arms grabbed it and they held it tight.
In a way, my father never held me.
And I said, I wasn't sure if it was a movie. I thought it might be one of these crazy movies. And I said, I got to call Elon. And I call him. I said, Elon, was that you? This is like.
Was that you?
4 minutes after.
Like he was in it.
Yeah, that was me. I say, Elon,
That was me.
you're a genius. You are a genius.
Was that you? Just
are
flew
a-
by?
He is special. He is special.
Was that you? No, I'm in
And you know what he
Pennsylvania in a
wants more than
gymnasium
anything else
breaking
for
finance
our
law.
country to be
It's the real engineers
really
at
well run,
SpaceX.
solidly run, to be run democratically, all the things that everybody in this room wants. And I mean, honestly, he left that pad and he went to Pennsylvania to campaign. Can
No,
you
he
believe
didn't. He wasn't even there. Don't nod. He knows it's not true.
And
Look
I
at him.
asked him a couple
True.
of questions. I said, Elon, let me ask you a question. Can Russia do that? No. Can China do that? No. Can anybody do that other than you? Nobody else can do it.
They want. They
Nobody
will
else
once I
can
tell them
do
how
it.
to do it.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, and they won't be able to for 10 years, you said.
What's he been
right? They won't
discussing
be
for the
able to
last 2
10
years with Putin?
No, he's amazing. He's a great guy.
Does
He
it
really
take?
is.
They won't be able to until the check clears, is what he
This
said.
a piece of work.
Really?
You know, we had a black hat, right? You saw him with a black hat at Butler. He was there, and it was beautiful. We had 101,000 people celebrating a great
No, you didn't.
firefighter, a great guy, Corey. And Elon got up, and I didn't even know we made a black hat. I've never seen anybody wear it. I see the red hats all over the place, the white hats. I see all different, but I never saw black. But he liked the black. It looks a little different. It's
Also,
a
by the
black
way,
hat with black letters.
is-
Okay, it's called.
is he
Understood.
code
Typically, I don't like
shifting?
black.
I said, "You like that?"
He
hat?"
seems like
said, "I love
he's
that
talking
hat."
in New York. He's like, I got it all over the place. I got it. He's like being
you know
very
that-
New York.
After
Because he's in
that
Madison
evening,
Square Garden.
Like they accused Kamala of
that
doing.
became our number one
Yeah.
best-selling hat for that week. All I have to do is put something on them now. You're great. And thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's great. Thank you.
I'm here to
we
date
also
your
have
6-year-old.
Somebody that is great. And look, we're not going to let him go too crazy, Elon, with the oil and gas stuff.
They don't like the gas.
Robert F. Kennedy cares more about human beings and health and the environment than anybody.
Here I am like an idiot.
And he's going to be absolutely, having him is such a great honor. I've been friends of his for a long time. And I'm going to let him go wild.
You've
on
been
health.
friends
I'm
of
gonna
his.
Let him go wild
Right.
on the food. I'm going to let him go wild on
crazy.
medicine.
On the
only
food,
thing
on
I
medicine.
don't think I'm going to let him even get near is the liquid.
My superpower is being honest. I will eat my neighbors.
I don't know, Elon. He might not like liquid gold. It's oil and gas, sometimes referred to as oil and gas. JD, I think we're going to have to keep him away from the oil and gas. What do you think, Howard? Yes. But where is Robert? He's around. He
What
gave a
is he
beautiful
talking
speech.
about?
He's a great guy. He truly cares. I mean,
He's
he
trying
truly
to-
cares about this. And
I don't know. Maybe he's worried that
we're also pleased to
he'll
be
break
joined
into
by
the petroleum byproducts
He's
that
got
Diddy
the
uses.
#1 best-selling book in the whole universe, New York Times.
Thank you, Donald. Thank you,
#1
Donald.
best-selling. Go out and buy one of her. It's a great book. It's a great. You know what? I was nervous when I read it. I said, I wonder if
I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis.
I was very nervous.
But I didn't read it.
But she's great. Congratulations, honey. That's a big deal.
I was
He never said he read it.
Yeah, he didn't read it.
Now, if she's #1 and her name is Trump on the New York Times list, that book definitely was #1. I guarantee you that.
Asshole, she didn't put her name on it. It just says Melania. She took your fucking name off.
Woman, top student at Yale Law School. They were both top students. They're going to have very smart kids. If you believe in that, I believe in it strongly. I would like to have their
Jesus.
children because they are going to be smart.
I would like to have their
Yale Law
children, he
School,
just
top
said.
of the class, both of them. Usha Vance, thank you, Usha, for being here.
Also, like,
Thank you very much. With the two
this sort of been
beautiful
compared to a Nazi rally. You're going to bring up fucking the genetics of parents?
Tiffany, and along with Lara, Kimberly, and Michael, we have great people. We have Baron Homies watching. That Baron is watching. He's the king of the internet. He's the king of the internet. Oh,
He's here.
Baron is a watching.
that's very nice.
Wait, is he there? That'd be
My sister
hilarious.
Elizabeth is here. She's great.
Oh, I think it was Eric standing
I
up
don't know
there.
where she is, but she's
Yeah, that was.
great, and we love her. And Speaker Mike Johnson is here, and he's doing a great job.
He's right now cleaning
It's
my
not
ass
easy when you
behind
have
the
a
podium.
majority of 3, but he's done a great job, and he's going to continue
Like
to do
8
a great
claps
job. And we like
in a
him.
place
He's a
that big.
terrific person. I watched him just totally decapitate a fake reporter on NBC. Meet the
What?
Press. Meet the Fake Press. What he did to her was, I think that.
And it's a woman he's talking
children will
about?
Be the same. Nobody would know. Look at him, such a nice-looking guy. Just that little beautiful face with the glasses. Got the little glasses. Everyone said, "Oh, he's so nice. He's such a nice
What?
person." He's not a nice person. He's not nice at all, right, Matt? But great job. We think
What?
he's great, and he's going to be around for a long time, I predict. We have a senator here who I love, Senator.
I think he was talking about JD Vance, right?
He doesn't have
Or-
glasses on, though.
No.
He's, from a great place, Alabama. I love Alabama.
Who has
I'm
glasses
up in
on?
Alabama by 49
Oh, Mike Johnson, I guess.
49 points.
Is Johnson wearing
Oh, yeah.
glasses?
Yeah, I would
We're
assume
up
so.
by a lot in a lot of different places, but it's a great place. And thank
He
you,
hasn't
Tommy.
decapitated
And all
anybody
of
in the
our
news.
other
What the
great
fuck's he talking
congressmen.
about?
We have so many. If I
Right.
ever named them, we're going to be up here a long time. So they're going to be angry. They won't speak to me for probably a month or so, but it'll calm down after that, right, Matt Gaetz? It'll calm down. It'll calm down. But we have great people, and they're really doing a job, and we're going to turn this country around. You know, with me, we got to get the congressmen elected, and we got to get the senators elected, because we can take the Senate pretty easily. And I think with our little secret, we're going to do really well with the House, right? Our little secret is having a big impact. He and I have a secret.
Thank you,
We'll tell
Daph.
you what it is when the race
Appreciate
is
you.
over. I also want to thank Jim Dolan and
You have a
everyone
little
at
secret?
Madison
Jesus
Square
Christ, what are you
Garden
talking
for-
about? Me Project 2025
Unbelievable.
or
This is unbelievable. I've watched the Knicks and Rangers here, and what a location. You know, they tried to talk Jim out of this location. We're going to move you to the river. We're going to move you all over the place. And he's tough. He said, I don't know. They offered him all sorts of money. We're going to move Madison. It's a very prime location. We're going to move it to
Why
the
would
river.
they offer you money?
Well, we're right on top of every train hub in the, it's like the world. or
I'd like to say
something
for the
like that.
record that Dane Cook sold out Madison Square Garden 2 nights in a row.
That would have been peanuts compared to the value,
Tickets
but
were
there's
minimum
no place
80
like
bucks.
Madison Square Garden. Thank you very
Good.
much
The floor
to Jim
tickets
and
were
all
like
of you people.
$250.
Right,
This is free, so people can calm the fuck
But here are
down.
the facts. Kamala
Oh boy, here we
Harris
go.
is a radical left Marxist, rated even worse than crazy Bernie Sanders or Pocahontas.
Sounds
She
like a fact to me.
destroyed our economy. She was an original creator of defund the police. Can you believe it? She was one of the originals for defund the police. And anybody who wants to defund our great police for even 1 week is not worthy of being president of the United States because that's where her thinking is. Kamala vowed to
Christ, I thought he was
abolish
almost
ICE. You know, those tough people you've been looking up at the screen? They're the ones that get them out of our country. I know a lot of people right in these rows. They're very tough. They don't want any part of it. They got to
And
go
they're
in there.
from nowhere near New York
fist
City.
blazing to move them.
Right.
You know, we had a case in Long Island where MS-13, one of the other really bad gangs, killed 2 young girls.
This is
16
his
years old, walking
graphically,
to school.
you know.
They didn't shoot him. They
Yeah, he
knifed
goes
him.
to
They
this
cut him
one.
into little pieces. Non-violent crime. She pledged to confiscate your guns. Is there anybody in the room that would like to give up their gun to Kamala?
You mean the guns they couldn't bring
I
into
had
the
a feeling
building?
you might say that.
Right.
And endorsed a total ban on handgun ownership. I don't think that's good. When
I don't
that's
think
also
that's
nonsense.
good.
into your house at night,
I don't think
it
that's
would be nice
real.
to be able to at least have a chance, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be nice?
Oh, I'm gonna sit for
She even called for free sex change operations on illegal aliens in detention at taxpayer expense. Think of it, at taxpayer. She said they're caught, they're illegally detained, but if they want a sex change operation, she's all in favor. Now, she gave this stuff up about a year ago, a little more, because it didn't work. It wasn't working too well with the electorate. But she'll be back to it because that's where it is. She's a radical left person from San Francisco. She destroyed the place. But you know, she lied
San
about that, but
Francisco.
she also lied about something very important.
Yeah, Usha better not leave the house without
For
a
years and
passport.
years, she said she had a job at McDonald's. And the reason I went there last week, do you know that I got a call from Sundar, very smart guy.
Oh my God, it's just bringing up an Indian person because of an Indian person.
Had just about
Right.
more hits on this crazy McDonald's story. And I went there just to prove a little point. See, you never know how something's going to work out, Mr. VP, do you? But he called and he said, we've had more hits on McDonald's than I think he said anything we've ever had, but let's say it's close. And did anybody watch Joe Rogan recently? Right?
You see what he
So
said
she
last
lied
week? I
about
was on Oprah's last show.
McDonald's. She lied about everything. She's got ads on saying Donald Trump is this. He's going to do this.
Yeah.
He's going to do. It's the exact opposite what my policies are. She's got me doing this. He doesn't want to frack. No, I'm all for fracking, and I have been for one thing. I have been even the enemy because they are the enemy. What they've said, even that enemy too, and they're really the enemy. They're the enemy of the people, the press. They said one thing about me that I consider a great compliment. They said, this guy is the most consistent person we've ever seen because I've been against.
All right. No, they haven't.
And car.
That's like all
factories
Democrats
being taken out of
wanted,
Detroit and being taken out of our manufacturing of automobiles. Being
Yeah,
taken out
wanted to get rid of Roe v. Wade.
country for years. I've
Right,
been
yeah.
Against all of the things that are happening and have happened. We stopped it, and now it's happening again. When you hear 50,000 manufacturing jobs lost in just a short period of time. But I've been the most consistent because we're going to bring our manufacturing back to the United States. It's all coming back, so get ready. Get ready. You're going to have your choice of great jobs. And on top of all this, Kamala tried to turn our military woke. So tonight, whether you are a Republican, Democrat, or independent, conservative, or liberal, I'm inviting you to join the greatest political movement in the history of our country. It's really it is.
The Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the greatest movement in the history of our country. I tell the story that years ago, there's a guy is a great guy, older guy now, very old, but he was great. Conservative guy, Pat Buchanan, right? We know Pat Buchanan.
Yeah, we know Pat.
Second in the New Hampshire primary. And for 45 years, he made an unbelievable career of it. He was a hot item. He was on every show. He came in second in one primary. We came in first in 50 primaries. We then had a great election that we won. We then had another great election that we did a hell of a lot better in, and bad things happened. We're not going to let that happen. COVID. They used COVID to cheat. But we then had an election, but now
can't not do it because he's fucking stupid.
He's so dumb.
I have to say because, it's always
all the
risks,
lights
I
just
guess.
turned off on the
But
cameras.
if we pull this off, this will be the biggest political event in the history of our country. Right? And we're building the biggest, broadest,
Wait, what
most
happened?
diverse coalition in American history, including union workers and Border Patrol agents. By the way, the Border Patrol gave me last week their complete
Brian got
and
struck?
total endorsement. They said he's the greatest
You did?
president.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Did you get struck on YouTube or something? What do you mean?
It says I'm still streaming.
Huh?
Can anybody see it? Can anybody not see it?
I don't know. Let's see.
I didn't. No, I got
on
no
YouTube?
nothing.
Yeah. Hold on.
I'm up on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I mean, that's because Twitch wasn't working, and Instagram I'm sick of doing every hour, so I just didn't do it anyway.
Right.
Hold on.
Huh?
Yes, from who? They stopped the stream. Why does it say I'm still streaming then?
Good on. Let's see. Facebook's up. No YouTube. What? Sorry. Cool. Back up. Okay, it's back. You're still there on YouTube. Yeah, you're still up. You seem to. Yeah.
It says stream unavailable. Stream suspended for policy violations. Somebody sent me a picture, but then other people says I'm back now.
Yeah.
Try refreshing it.
Back.
Hold on. I gotta.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's so hot talking on 7 things. All right. So let me play this. It seems like I'm back. People said they could see me.
Pretty badly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when he said that this whole thing with the migrants coming into New York.
I don't know why. I don't know why that would happen.
You know, we can't do it. We're trying to run a city.
Because they can attack you and they just try, and then YouTube bounces it.
We can't do it.
I think it was
Temporary.
because I guarantee it was because of the entrance music. Because I tried to catch it every time they would fucking
he's going to be indicted.
going in and out, but sometimes I would forget for a second.
That's why I think there should be a rights issue that any presidential candidate who uses music in their event should be cleared automatically.
Right. I mean, it's not like the whole song played. It was literally like if I forgot it for a second while I was talking.
So much anymore.
Yeah.
But they'd see me back there and, sir, would you like an upgrade? I don't know. Maybe it's something else. But I have to tell you, he's been really great. And he said that they shouldn't be calling Trump a dictator because it's not true. That's nice. That was nice. Very nice. So we want to thank Mayor Adams. He's going through a hard time with these people. These are lunatics, by the way. They've weaponized the Justice Department against their political opponent. I am under investigation more than the great, late
Jesus
Alphonse
Christ.
Capone. My father's looking down on me right now. He's a tough guy, but he was like legit. And I know my mother's in heaven. I'm not 100% sure my father, but it's close. But he's looking down at me right now. And he's saying, how the hell did this happen to my son? He's not a bad person. I'm a good person. All we want to do is straighten out our country.
Jesus.
But all of the veterans are with us. All of the steel workers. I saved our steel I saved our steel plants, and I don't like Japan buying U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel used to be like Elon Musk, like 70 years ago, the biggest, the best company in the world. You know that, Elon? You wouldn't know. He's too young to know. U.S. Steel was the big baby. That was a big, I don't know.
The big
There's something
baby.
nice about U.S. Steel being the biggest as opposed to Google. You know, it's like a different kind of a company. But we sort of need
What
steel
is he talking
in
about?
this country. Like, we're not gonna
No
go
idea.
as your president, but if we, on the long shot that we do, we don't want to say we need steel. Can we get it from China? Or can we get it from
Wrap it
someplace
up,
else?
Gramps. Come
You
on.
know, it's always a possibility.
Jesus.
But I will tell you, you're not going to have a war with me, and you're not going to have a third world war with me. That I can tell you. But we need steel. And I would not approve U.S. steel being bought by Japan. I wouldn't do it. Just out of psychological.
Yeah, you're way behind, dum-dum.
I was going to say, didn't it already happen?
We're seeing historic levels of support
Yeah.
among our Black population, Hispanic population, and our Asian population. Jews,
Oh, yeah.
Muslims, by the way. Did anybody see yesterday? Did anybody see what took place? I was with the Muslims yesterday in Michigan, and when the
Oh,
polls
my
first
God.
came out, they had 100%. I had 0. And yesterday, I watched this anchor on CNN almost choke. She said, something's happening in Michigan, big population, couple of 100,000, a lot of votes. Something's happening. The poll just came out. Trump is at 59. Kamala is at 8 with the Muslim population.
Muslim.
They never saw anything like that, Eli.
What poll was that now?
And these are people, by the way, they're great. They just want peace. They want to have peace. And it's great. So Jews
So why'd
and
you ban them?
Catholics,
Why'd you ban them from the
evangelicals
country?
and Mormons, and they're all joining our cause in large numbers, larger
Force.
than anyone has ever seen in this country before, larger than they've ever seen in any country. And the Republican Party
What?
has really become the party of inclusion. And that's something very nice about that.
Uh-huh.
And we're a big, powerful party, and they're losing it. They're really losing
Party.
it. Together, we will lift America to glory beyond your wildest dreams. It's going to happen fast, too.
Your
So in
wildest dreams.
conclusion, with your vote this
Thank God.
November, we are going to fire Kamala, and we are going to save
Kamala.
America. We will cut your taxes, end inflation, slash your prices, raise your wages, and bring thousands and thousands of factories back to America.
Stream
We're
died
even going to
again?
get Elon
I'm so
to bring
confused
that
on what's
stuff
going
back.
on.
We will build American, we will buy American, and we will hire American. I will end the war in Ukraine, which would have never happened if I were president. I will stop the chaos in
going
the
on?
Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening. We will crush violent crime and give our police the support, protection, resources, and respect that they so dearly deserve. We will strengthen and modernize our
Dearly.
military. I rebuilt our military
I'm
in
so
total.
curious. I don't know what's
Rebuilt
going on.
all of our military. Built 571 miles of wall, too. I took it out of the military because I couldn't get it from the people in Congress that should have given it to us. So I considered it an invasion. I said to a couple of generals, I said, congratulations, this is an invasion of our country. So I took it out of the military, had 9
Yeah, it won't let me
lawsuits and
click
won them
the
all.
stream now.
We will build a massive
Oh, no.
defense shield, all made in the USA. We're going to build a beautiful.
I don't understand why it would go up and down and up again, though. Like, if they were going to take me down, they would just take it down.
Yeah.
Why would it go back up again? And how do I... Never mind, we are back. Now what? I don't understand how that's possible.
Yeah.
Talk more for what? No volume. No, I know there's no volume, but I don't know if
The
we're
House
streaming.
of Representatives is here.
That's
I
it.
would
That's
like
the
to
important
put
part.
forward a bill because
Yeah.
Sit here for my
I
health,
watched 2
but it won't
months
let me
ago
click it on
as
YouTube
some
on my
very
phone.
Bad people, radical left people, by the way, nothing happened to them. In Washington, D.C., burned our American flags. They were burning flags. And I would like to suggest that we put in a bill. If you burn the American flag, 1 year in jail.
Oh, here we go. Although they're the party of free speech, though. Party of free speech.
Right. So the
We
flag
will get
means
critical
less.
race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools. And we will keep men out of women's sports. I will defend religious
Because
liberty.
that's
I will
happening
restore
in
free
all of
speech, and I will
19
defend the
locations.
right to keep and bear arms. Our Second Amendment is under siege. After years of building up foreign nations, defending foreign borders, and protecting foreign lands, we are finally going to build up our country, defend our borders, and protect our citizens. It's called America First, and it's going to happen at levels.
You know, Germans
never
said something
seen.
similar to that, and I'm pretty sure they said something similar in 1939 at that
Yes,
exact.
America Uber alles. Right.
That it's about time we take care of ourselves. And we will stop the illegal immigration that's taking place at levels never
back.
seen before.
I'm so confused.
We will stop
Where'd
it
I go?
cold and once and for all. We will not be invaded.
Someplace
We will
far,
not be
far away.
occupied. We will not be
Fuck.
overrun. We will not be conquered. We will be a
Oh,
free
please tell me
and
this is the
proud
end.
nation once again.
The Jews will not replace us. They will not take our tiki
Everyone will
torches.
prosper.
I've been on my
Every
legs for about
family
6
will
hours
thrive,
today now.
And every day will be
Jesus.
filled with opportunity and hope.
You know how it is.
And very much so. It will
The
be
sun,
filled with
the sun will shine out of
the
everyone's
American dream.
butthole.
We're bringing back the American
Candy will
dream,
fall
and
from
we're
the
bringing it
sky.
back at the highest level. that
Everyone's
we've ever
dick will be 3 inches longer and
But for
every
that to
vagina
happen,
3
we must
inches
defeat
smaller.
Kamala Harris and stop her radical left agenda with a landslide that is too
Nobody
big
will
to
have
rig.
bad labia they don't like.
Yeah,
So you
yes,
need to
everybody.
get out and vote.
Everyone's
Get
nut
your
will be
husband off the
tightened
couch.
up,
The
and they
football
will.
game doesn't
Every
mean
grown man will be
anything.
able
You
to see
gotta
his
get
penis
out and
without
vote.
using a
Get up,
hand
Harry.
mirror.
Come on, Harry.
All
Get up,
nipples will
Harry.
be the perfect
Let's go.
shape and
We're
size.
going to vote for the
Here comes
president,
Sith.
Harry. We're going to save our country. For the past 9 years, we have been fighting
He's
against
stealing
the
bits
most
from Jan
sinister
Karam, and it won't.
forces
I
on
won't let
earth.
that stand.
With your vote in this election, you can show
Harry.
them once and for all that this
Harry.
nation does not belong to
Get
them.
off of me.
This nation belongs to you. It belongs to you. No city embodies the spirit, energy, and potential of the
come on, wrap
American
it up.
people more than where we are gathered tonight. We want to win our
Really?
country, but we
Fuck
also
you,
want to
Midwest.
win
New York rocks.
and
Yes.
make it safe and strong and beautiful and affordable and vibrant again. And we're
Fuck
going
the swing
to do
states.
that.
I'm in New
And we'll
York.
work with the mayor and we'll work with the governor. We're going to do that.
Meanwhile,
We're gonna make it-
excuse me,
You know
but
what?
all
I
these
left for
people are going to
Washington
die tonight. They're going to all be murdered.
8 years
You
ago,
can't
there
walk
was a
across the
horrible
street.
mayor named de Blasio.
They're going to
He
be
was a horrible,
stabbed and
horrible-
sexually assaulted at the same time.
and things you could see.
They're never
that
going to make it
weren't
to their Uber.
properly done, but still, it was a place that people wanted to be.
It keeps
and all.
dropping
Since then, our federal government, what they've done to this place, what they've done to the state,
and then coming back. It
and,
keeps
I
saying
mean,
stream,
to force
Oh.
hundreds of thousands
but it
of
keeps coming back.
really rough people into
Jerk off.
this beautiful. I
I've
call
never
it a
seen that
beautiful
notice before,
oasis. When
ever.
I left, New York was the place you wanted to be, and now
I mean, it's
people
up to
just don't
live
speak
now,
well of it,
so-
but we're
Right.
gonna bring it back, and we're gonna bring it back.
That's
strong.
not my.
And I
That's
hope
not
you
on
go
my
out and
end.
vote.
Just so
You
everybody
gotta
knows.
vote for-
Right? We're
you
staying
gotta
kind
vote.
of
No.
It would be
consistent here,
such an
at least.
honor to win New York. Hasn't been done in decades. Hasn't been done in so long. It hasn't been done in so long. They all say, "Sir, you're wasting your money." I don't think so. Your crime is through the roof. Everything is through the roof. I remember during the debate, they said, "No, sir, this stupid person named David Muir from ABC Fake News."
For
He
fuck's
said,
sake.
"Sir, crime is not through the roof. Crime is down." I said, "No, it's not." I said, "It's not down, it's up. It's down." I was like debating three people. I had him, I had that person next to him who I never even heard of.
That's because crime is
But
down.
It turned out the following day.
It has been
they released
consistently
the
going down
stats,
since the
and
90s.
Crime was up 45%. And what a
Right.
shame. What a shame.
Few spikes, but
We really need a fair press in this country. If we have a fair press, that's going to be 50% of the battle of bringing it back. But this
So
is
you're
the
gonna
city
revoke your
where I was
license, is what
born
you're
and
saying?
raised, and this is the town that taught me that Americans can do anything when they want to. So no matter our differences, when we work together, there is nothing that we cannot achieve.
Yeah, come on,
From
wrap
New
it up.
York to Las
Why
Vegas.
don't you just take
from
Biden's
Philadelphia
entire
to Phoenix,
speech?
From Chicago to Charlotte. From Atlanta
United States
to
of America,
Detroit,
and there's
this
nothing we
nation
can't
is
do
built
if we do
by
it together.
generations of American
Why is he
patriots
saying Atlanta
who
and
gave
Detroit? Usually he
everything
just
they
does
had
towns and
for
cities in
our
that state.
rights, our future, and for our freedom.
Because he needs the
Through
swing states.
freezing
He's
cold
losing.
winters and hot scorching
Freezing.
summers, through storms and setbacks and conflicts and dangers.
freezing.
Our American ancestors
The
pushed
Faja.
forward,
Austin
marched
Powers
forward,
Faja
and
doctrine.
overcame every
Is
single
Farger?
obstacle that stood in their
Well, he
way.
was talking about Arnold Palmer's
Together they
fucking
crossed the
junk.
oceans, settled the
Yeah.
continent, tamed the wilderness,
paint it
laid down the
gold.
railroads, raised up the
Well, this is all like, yeah, New Yorkers tamed the wilderness. Calm the fuck
built the
down.
highways,
Last of the
won two
Mohegans.
world wars, defeated
Maybe in the
fascism
maybe
and
northern.
communism, and
You couldn't even
launched
defeat
American
Last of the Mohegans'
astronauts
son, you
to the
casino
moon.
bankrupting fuck.
It was hardworking patriots like you who built this country. And 9 days from now, it's hardworking patriots like you who are going to save
Only
our
guy that could turn a hard rock into a hard rock.
After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in the history of the USA.
And
With
all
your
you gotta
help
do
from now
is
until
vote for
election
Kamala.
day, we will restore America's promise. We will put America first, and we will take back the nation that we all love. We bleed the same blood. We share the same home. And we salute the same great American flag.
And we shave the same bone
We are
spurs.
one people, one family, and one
we smear the same
glorious
salve.
nation under God. We will never give in. We
We
will
wipe
never
the
give
same
up.
ass.
We will never, ever back down, and we will never, ever, ever, ever surrender.
Except for the 4
You
times I
literally-
had to surrender.
Yeah, right.
It says, keep saying stream unavailable. I don't
Together we
understand
will
what's
fight,
going on.
fight, and we will win, win, win. We're going to win,
See?
win, win.
Oh, no. No.
November 5th will be the
Fight,
most
fight, fight. You
important
lucked
day
into.
in
Don't
the
say
history
win, win,
of
win,
our
you
country.
tit. Oh, yeah, look at that.
And together we
Never seen that.
will make
Come
America powerful again.
Come back. Come back. It's the
We
end.
will make America wealthy again.
I don't even see how
We
that
will
happens.
make
Can you be reported
America
or something?
healthy again.
Yeah.
We will make America.
We will take America back to the
strong
1870s together.
again. We will make America proud
Come on
again.
now. Any day.
We
Come
will
back.
make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you, New York. God bless you. God bless you all. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless. And we're back. So weird.
Dude, I got it. Careful. Start spreading disease. I'm hating on gays.
That's why we got RFK.
Fart and shit in it. My pants, New York. I
Don't sing it too
wanna.
closely.
Right. I wanna be gagged out, feet in the city that never sleeps, while my son gets ravaged on cocaine and his wife he beats out as New York, Rudy Giuliani is a big pork sandwich, and my wife's wearing a raincoat with nothing on underneath, 'cause she's going to have sex with real billionaires while I am up in the air and never come back to New York again. Is that Joe Pistol? New York,
Oh, that's the guy singing. Oh, he's singing Ave Maria. Oh no, he is singing in New York, right?
Yeah. New York. Hey.
Can I play? Oh my god, it's stream unavailable. Can I play him playing it or no?
No.
I can't even play him singing it?
No. And here's the thing. I think if it's a political rally, which is a public event, that they should purchase the rights to songs they want to play in such a way, or they should be released that if the author or the owner of the rights says it's okay for that politician to use it, they should be able to play it for free. And so if anybody's playing a clip or something, they can't get a copyright strike these days. You know what I mean? But even like MSNBC and them have to pay for the use of the fucking song. That doesn't seem right. What if in the middle of that shit, he starts talking and saying something and it becomes a piece of news? He just yells the N-word at somebody like, hey, there's and he tries to say my African-American, and he says the N-word because he's this close.
Right. Yeah, and you can't
What if
use
he
that
does
clip
that
because the song's in it.
Right, exactly. Now, I would say that you could, these days with AI, I think they'll increasingly, we're going to run into a thing where they can strip out every sound. Like you go, strip out the song. I just want all the other audio, his mic, all that kind of stuff. And you'll just hear.
Nothing else.
But yeah, nothing.
I keep going in and out on YouTube, so I'm going to try to end it before, I don't know, whatever's going on gets worse.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Thanks, Facebook and everybody.
I know you got a long week.
Thanks for having me.
I know. I don't understand. No, I appreciate you coming in here. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but it kind of makes me nervous.
Yeah, no problem.
Just a little bit. So,
dude, I understand. I've been there. I've been there. You know.
But like I said, the only time like you just saw, like that was probably what happened a couple times. Like a 2-second clip of the song would play before I could get to the, while I'm trying to get to the mute button, you know what I mean? Which is, it's not like I let an entire song play or the intro play or anything like that. So,
right.
I don't know. I'm hoping it wasn't anything like that. Maybe it was trolls reporting. I didn't know that was even a thing on YouTube. I thought that was a TikTok thing, to tell you the truth. But I appreciate it. I know you'll be dying to talk about this shit. I'm sure you'll rewatch it at some point, and that way you can get the whole vantage point and talk about it.
Well, it's also not that long, so I can go through it piece by piece.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what the fuck. They started like 2 hours early. I don't know what the fuck. It was supposed to start at 5 p.m.
He needs a nap. He's getting old, man. I mean, come on.
Maybe he's like, he did have a long day the other day, so maybe they were trying to keep it so he was going to bed a little earlier than than normal. But anyway, I do appreciate you. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for making it at least somewhat palatable for people to fucking take that shit in.
No, you too, man. Great show. And I'm sorry the tech stuff, but I feel like you need it to like we all grow up together. As streamers, it's a rite of passage.
I know. One of these days, I'll figure out how to work it while not messing up the stream. I was trying to do the Twitch stuff behind the stream, behind the scenes, but it didn't.
Oh yeah, it's hard.
Like I was getting anywhere. I don't know. Somebody said it might be an update, but
I'll tell you how you do it. You eventually you give me your you add me on as an editor or an admin on your YouTube channel or something like that, just as a secondary account. I don't need to look at everything, just the admin part. And if you're having trouble, I can hop in and flip a switch for you while you're on my computer while you're doing your shit.
That's fucking hilarious. That would be perfect.
Glad to.
Well, I appreciate you doing.
I will see you later.
Great night. Tell everybody I said hello.
Yeah,
Thank you. Later, brother.
Okay. Bye.
Later, dude. All right. Before I get taken down again, I don't know, for some reason, I do apologize. I don't know what the fuck was going on here. I don't know why it kept going back and forth. I'm kind of watching on my phone now. So at this point, it seems like I'm back. I guess I'm here. Everybody's with me. Team Bryantology is here. I want to make sure I'm not sitting here talking to myself. So that would be fucking fantastic. All right. No, that's not it. This one. All right. So I'm going to go real quick through and thank everybody on the fly, and then I'm going to get the hell out of here because it's been a long day. I do appreciate it. Let's go. So Sherry, Betsy, Patrick, Deanne, Peggy, Lisa, Patrick. Oops, sorry, I wasn't clicking them. My fault. Karen, Jacqueline, Nick, W, Arla, Daphne. Thank you so much, guys, who came around twice today too and contributed to both shows, because I know it can add up quick. So I do appreciate you sticking around, and I know you guys really didn't see didn't know that the other stream was going to be a thing. Let's see. So Debbie, I got Jeff, I got Colleen, I got Cheryl, I got Angela. I says Jeff again, appreciate you, dude. Colleen again, appreciate you so much. Moms, hope you have a wonderful birthday. Thank you so much. Annette, Patrick again, Angela again, Patrick again, JD again, Peter with a huge 50. Thank you so much, dude. Fucking unbelievable. Appreciate you so much. Gabriel, very low energy Trump, correct. Luis, oh my God, Luis, thank you so much. Holy shit. Thanks for doing this, Boss Brian, and having Hal's box on. Oh yeah, dude, I'm fucking anytime. It was a pleasure. Again, I'm sorry about the tech issues. I know Twitch was down, and I know whatever was going on with the stream kept getting taken down. I do apologize. I hope it wasn't like a copyright thing. I don't think I did anything that would get a copyright strike, to tell you the truth, or any other strike for that matter. But thank you so much, Louise. I appreciate you. Very, very generous of you. Colleen, thank you again. Let's see here. Michael, thank you again. Dan, thank you. Ron, thank you so much. Mary Lynn, thank you so much. Paisley, thank you so much. Michael again. Let's see here. Daphne, appreciate you. Daphne again, appreciate you. Patrick is fucking killing it tonight. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. El Stinko. Patrick, thank you so much, dude. You are just on one tonight. I love it. Appreciate you so much. Loretta and Ricky. And that'll round out tonight. I do appreciate you guys. Holy shit. What a day. Let me go back one more time to the chat. Thank everybody. True Tech, Paula, Cynthia, Becky, Artis, fucking Nick, Laura. Let's see here. Jess. All you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around through all the tech trouble, through all the fucking just the time alone. I mean, this one was 3.5 hours. I was kind of hoping it would be like 2 or 3, so maybe in that range. But again, it was a long day. I appreciate you guys. What'd you think? I mean, this doesn't move the needle for anybody, which again, in my opinion, makes it a total and complete waste of time, energy, money, and resources for the Trump campaign. Basically, it was just sycophants from all over the country decided to converge on one place, have a rally. They will all go now their separate ways and all only count for one vote in whatever county, state, city they live in. So again, 9 days, almost 8 days now. We got one more show next Sunday before the election. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm tired. I got to get some sleep, something to eat, something. Thank you guys. Mods, you guys are fucking unbelievable. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for doing the second show. Andrea, thank you so much for letting me know that shit was going wrong on YouTube. I would have never known about that. So I do appreciate you letting me know. Mark, Turpy. I hope, wait, could Turpy not get in because Twitch was not up? I hope that wasn't the case. That would fucking, no, because he's on YouTube too, right? I'm sure he was here and I'm just tired. I'm not thinking of it. Roxy, thank you so much. Mark, thank you so much. Like I said, Andrea, Vixen, thank you so much. Turpy, the whole shebang, all marks, both marks, every mark. Jorge, what's up, Jorge? How are you, my friend? What's going on, brother? All right, long day. I am out. That has been the fascist rally for Madison Square Garden 2024. I don't know. Was it memorable? I don't really think so. Not too many memorable moments are going to stick out for me. So maybe it won't be looked upon. I thought it might be, but a couple moments in the beginning there. I think the beginning speakers were the worst, to tell you the truth. The guy that killed Tony talking about Puerto Rico, killed Tony with the black joke regarding the watermelons, and the other weirdo bald guy that was talking about it being a Nazi rally, and he decided to take the gig anyway. Probably, obviously, the things that stick out the most, and those are the clips that we watched before. So, All right. I love you. I am out. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I hope you have a quick week of work. Hope it goes by really fast, and then we can get to next weekend. We can have a nice show on Sunday, and then Tuesday is when it all happens. Tuesday is when it goes down. We celebrate in the streets. Hopefully, we get the champagne ready, and we take down this election, we change this country for the better, and we keep it moving. But anyway, I'm out. I love you. I gotta lay down. I've been standing for too long. I'll see you next weekend. Thank you for watching Blunt Politics. I'm Boston Brian. I'll see you. Take it easy.
Be here tonight. What a beautiful love. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone should love it.
They're just getting acclimated. You know what that means? Acclimated. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill. They were fighting uphill. He said, wow, that was a big mistake. He lost his great general. And they were fighting. Never fight uphill, me boys. But it was too late. We are a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat your... It's a profound honor to be the beautiful new stadium, to be here with you.
you.